Yo, it's your boy, SeaFoamSoldier.
You keep saying it, but it's still not going to not be fun.
It's never going to be a thing.
It's a thing. It's honestly, it's taken to it by storm. They all love it. And
all the kids are saying it.
you know this one.
Cis Titus.
You look really sad.
Because I got it.
No change. And you've met this one before as well.
Hey, I've
Yo,
not been
yo.
around for a while. But
Introduce yourself.
it's Dan.
Yeah,
There's a lot of people here to introduce ourselves.
we're doing it. And you know this one as
It's
well.
your boy Paul.
We've got some newbies as well joining us today, some super special guests, you could say. First one we've got
It's your boy Heather.
another one of your boys potentially around back.
Another boy, Andy.
Hey,
Hey, Andy!
Hey.
Straight away, lucky your boy.
It's your boy Dave.
Oh
Straight
wait,
from ABBA.
no, wait.
Horatio.
I can't point. Nice. Okay, cool. Hey everyone, so we just watched episode 3 of All Stars, and we're here to spill the tea. So let's go through it from start to finish as we normally do, and we give our thoughts. So I've sort of written down
very thorough.
some notes. How we do.
There's a lot of order to this.
And if you guys have anything you want to say, because I've probably forgotten about stuff, then just interject. And yeah, we just give our thoughts and everything. So the episode started off with Penisgate. 4G drew that penis on the mirror, and Kennedy was really upset by it.
Yeah, why?
So you feel like 4G's a dick?
Yeah.
So it's like two camps, right? People are like 4G's a clown,
Team
and
Thorgy.
he's feeling his oats, and then people are like, nah, he's a dick.
I don't feel like it's a 50-50 split of a team. It's more like 10% of people are like Thorgy's a clown, 90% of people are like a bit of a twat.
Yeah, I feel like okay, we need to talk about this generally, but
Yeah.
Milk like is being a dick this season. But I feel like he was using the Penisgate thing to like start drama, because he was like he was the only one defending 4G really, right? He was like 4G's a clown, like you guys just don't understand him, you don't respect him, I would have saved him and all this. But like, well, you don't need to say any of that, like.
I don't know, Milk's just been kind of creating drama anyway. Like he was full of drama last week, and I don't know, he's been kind of whiny. It wasn't like a step change. He's always been like this. Like,
But he wasn't in his season though. It's only All Stars 3 he's been like it.
I'm not a big fan of Thorgy, but as someone who draws a lot of penis in my colleagues' desks, I don't think it was that much.
Yeah, what's the deal with it?
That's what I mean, it wasn't a
much.
big deal. That's why
Yeah. It's a bit of an overreaction.
I didn't just draw a penis, right? It came with a message, which I forgot what it said now. It
Yeah.
wasn't
That
like
wasn't
a friendly.
But she misspelled gender.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Kennedy's quite conservative anyway. You know.
But
then,
she says she is, but then like based on what she does.
yeah, but actually, I mean, we'll come on to it later. But if you look at her act, it's not vulgar, and I don't think Kennedy's that kind of queen who likes vulgar stuff. You know, she's from the South and she's quite.
Well,
She's a lady.
She's a lady.
Very
It's
true.
not-
Well-
when the situation calls for it.
Right, exactly.
yeah, you
True.
say that, and we'll come back to it. But she made a joke about someone shitting themselves, so
So that's a good point.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
That's vulgar.
I see what you're saying to.
I think she overreacted
But
with
it has
the
a place,
penis.
and that place, that mirror message is normally like good luck, like especially at this point when they're all stars, they all know each other. That was just shady. It's just like
What the
I
message?
think she put suck it, Shangela, and misspelled Shangela.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's
the thing that really stuck with you,
I
isn't
think
it?
that's
Yeah.
that's a real
That's
sting.
I know.
But the thing is, right? If Kennedy doesn't find it funny, that's fine. But surely you don't need to create a scene about it.
Right.
Yeah.
Right?
Just move on and rub it off, right?
So I think Kennedy was
Sorry, my-
making the drama.
Title of your autobiography.
So it really is genuinely.
She does
Right.
snap.
Okay, so I feel like we've gone through that bit, right? Everyone happy? Cool.
I'm falling apart.
I've been got emotional about 4G as well. And Shan just said she's calculated. Oh yeah, that was it. Okay, so I'm glad you sit next to me because we have similar feelings on Ben,
Okay.
right?
I see how it is now.
Similar-
Everyone else, shut up for a minute, because we've got similar feelings about Ben, right? Like,
Yeah.
I feel because everyone, like, do you guys all love Ben?
Yeah.
Generally,
Yeah.
Team Ben.
Yeah.
Team Ben.
Yeah.
I like Ben a lot as well, but like I think he is quite calculated. I don't think he is like this super sweet, bubbly like person. I do think Chandra hit the nail on the head. I was really happy she said that. Like he does think for everything he's going to say. He's very aware of how he's coming across.
He's the kind of housewife that's going to cook you dinner, but there's arsenic in it. There's an
Yeah,
undercurrent of something. and
That's
I
what
don't-
I'm seeing
I
as
don't
well.
trust him.
I don't know.
Yeah.
If you look at sort of how Fifi came across in the last season, like how much it can fuck your life up if you come across badly on Drag Race. It's really like
Yeah.
screwed with people's careers and lives.
It's a lot of
If
pressure.
they come across as a bad person, like Fifi, like destroyed everything. And she's only really rebuilding it now because she was just dreadful. So if I was on that series in this point, I'd probably be really, really careful about whatever I came up with.
That's a good point. That's a good
I
point.
think he's just very smart. I think Ben is very
Yeah.
smart.
But I think the thing is, for me, he's trying to sell himself as being super genuine
Mm.
and like terminally delightful and all this. I know I've been through this in previous episodes, and I think I do like him. I think he's a great drag queen, but just I don't know. Like I just don't fully buy everything he says.
I do think he's very competitive as well. That's
Yeah.
why when you said he was throwing off the lip sync last time, I don't believe it.
Oh, I totally think.
I think he wants to win every time. So much so, like, remember season 6? Okay, I'm gonna do a throwback when he wasn't picked for Darian Lake's team,
Oh yeah,
and she
yeah.
confronted her on it
Mm.
because he thought he was one of the best, and he's very he is quite competitive and he's quite smart. But I don't think he's a bad person.
No, I'm not
So-
saying that, but he doesn't act like he is. He tries to act like he isn't. That's my whole thing.
There's just more going on.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's
yeah,
definitely
yeah.
more
That
going
you agree
on.
as well.
Yeah, but I mean, what you said about Ben being smart, I really agree with that. And the thing is, everyone has their own tactic, and Ben's tactic is to use his head rather than his mouth.
Yeah.
Initially to win this.
And Ben backs
That's
it up
fun.
with
That's
just
all
it
is,
like
yeah.
so far he backs it up with really good performances.
Very
Yeah.
true.
So it's
very
almost
true.
like
Yeah.
he can get away with it because he
Mm.
just turns it out. Like
Yeah.
the last few weeks he's just been
Yeah.
fantastic.
Yeah.
And Chenja was really good to notice it. Like
Yeah.
she was clever to notice
Yeah,
that.
I agree.
But she's
feel
always
like
she's always thinking that something's behind the lines all the time.
Well,
She's always
Shanji.
Yeah.
she's always throwing
But that's good
shade.
though. That's a good way to play the
Yeah,
competition.
she's a bit neurotic. I find.
She's good television.
Interesting. What you said?
I was just saying, I just feel like Ben always leaves me wanting.
Mhm.
That's what it is.
Sexually.
There's something. I think it's because I know that there's that undercurrent. I'm like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Just
essentially,
make sure
Ben's,
that bit,
Ben's looks are
That's
all
what I
the
feel.
same. Let's
yes.
get
Yeah, we'll get onto
the
that.
foundation of Ben's
Yeah.
looks all the same. But yeah, we'll come on to
yeah,
that
yeah.
With,
No, totally agree.
with the headband. stuff.
The next thing was
She's a different decade, Ben.
yeah, exactly. The beef between
Love in the 50s. But no.
Shanji and Ken. What was that again? This is why I write down notes. I always forget everything.
What beef between
Oh.
Shanji and
Kennedy.
Was there?
Oh, was there?
Clearly wasn't
Yeah.
that big a deal.
It was. I wrote it down. Okay, never mind. I'm gonna move on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So I wrote down that there's no mini challenges anymore, right? So I've noticed this season, especially, all the roles are getting chosen for everyone, which I think is really unfair. Especially in
Yeah.
last episodes we talked about briefly before. Like there are people who were guaranteed to win because of the roles they got last episode.
Mm.
Yeah.
I was slightly different with this one because the characters are so much more open to interpretation, and they were like last week they were literally given the words and the moves. Which
Yeah.
is why I thought you
I agree with that.
This week they were literally just given 2 words, like "you are this thing," and then they had all the creativity to go ahead and do whatever they wanted with it.
True,
So
but
if they fuck that up, I'm a bit like, well,
I do think some
it's kind of
roles
on you.
were more advantageous though, and also some queens would like to have chosen different roles, I'm sure, than the ones they received. But I feel like it's more fair if they have a mini challenge and they deserve to.
Yeah,
Like-
well, they used to assign it, right? It used to be like you have this.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I'd way rather it be like that. So
Yeah.
I think I'd be pissed off if I was like, oh, shouldn't I got like needy or something like that. I mean, again, it's stuff you do every role, like, or like the polyamorous
But
couple. I
Arsha
think-
was happy with that
that was
role
hard.
because she was like, "Oh, it's going to be this, this, and this," and she went
Got it wrong.
completely
Yeah.
the wrong route. Like no one was like last week where Thorgy was really whiny about it. No one was like, there was no narrative this week of, "Oh, I can't
True.
believe I'm this." Like they
Yeah.
just kind of.
I agree with you, Graham, but I thought that, but
Shut up.
What? My birthday
Stop
weekend.
that.
I thought that in an acting challenge like today's, someone like
Yeah.
Shangela would be on top again because she's such a good actress, but she didn't.
No.
So I think yes, I agree that it's a bit unfair, but I think in this occasion it threw things around a bit,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
also the winner was unexpected.
What was really tough though is that so you had the fake bitch and you had the African princess or virgin, sorry, whatever.
Mm.
Whereas the polyamorous couple, that's not a character trait.
Exactly.
That's
yeah.
just a
Lifestyle
situation.
choice.
Yeah.
So
Still,
Mm.
they just
They
they,
gave
seemed to, they went into it with no prep. There was literally like
Nothing.
no definition of like,
yeah,
I'm
but
going
if
to
they,
be this character, you could be that. And I don't know why they did.
Well,
do that.
yeah,
Yeah,
but the
they
others
did,
didn't have to
but-
do any prep because they were given their character. Whereas being, just being told you're a polyamorous couple,
It was a bit
that's
like,
just
well,
your-
polyamorous
Yeah.
people aren't like
you could be anyone.
Yeah, we don't have polyamorous couple roles in the world.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly. You know.
But
Oh,
We don't know how they
the
are.
one thing they were told was that you were more into him,
Yeah.
she's more into her,
Oh,
and
that's
that
true.
They
just
didn't bother
wasn't
even
done
doing
at
it.
That
all.
wasn't
I totally
done.
forgot about that.
Which
Because they didn't
Could have
do
been
it.
hilarious.
Yeah.
That's like a
Yeah,
5
yeah,
minute, literally
true.
a 5 minute discussion of like, what's our scenario, what are we doing, what's our motivation. You go
Mm.
into it like that, and they didn't seem to do that.
Yeah, they did. At one point, Shangela was like prepping her. What's your character like? How do you talk like? And she was like, I don't know.
Yeah,
You
which
know.
is weird,
Yeah.
like an all stars level, why they aren't just like they know how this works. It's like people that go into Snatch game without knowing who they're going to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Picking their character
Yeah.
2 minutes
Yeah,
before.
it's weird.
It would have been much more interested if they took that into consideration. Like Chi-Chi was more into
The hot guy.
fit guy,
Yeah.
and Shangela was more into
Yeah.
her. It would have given Chi-Chi a chance to shine as well. But
It just gives
easier,
the scene a direction. and
yeah,
Even if you don't have a character,
It's
one's
always
going to
Jeremy.
appear as you're doing something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. A few
Jeremy,
days before
the
you
hot
go
time.
in.
Jeff.
It was weird. Like,
Jeffrey?
like
Jeffrey, oh, he was dreaming, wasn't he?
Oh, he was
Go on.
everything.
It was weird. They've been sort of tracking All Stars 2, like in terms of the tasks. So last week, the first week they did a talent show. The second week they did the kind of the big lip sync thing. So this week was supposed to be Snatch Game, and it's almost like if Snatch Game
It's
is
good
next
it
week, I
wasn't.
feel like it's a bit unfair because it's another week of improv and another week
Yes.
of character.
Yeah.
It was almost like they're replacing Snatch Game, which they would never do. 'Cause
Yeah.
that's the best thing.
'Cause
But
we
it's
all
weird.
stop
Like I feel like next week can't be Snatch Game. Maybe they're taking the series in a different way. But it's just
But I think it's better that they.
it was great. Like,
Did
it
it
was a
in
good
between.
task. It was new and it was.
But if they'd done Snatch Game after the last episode where they literally had to impersonate celebrities, it would have been way too similar to do Snatch Game this episode.
Yeah.
So,
that's
But
true.
honestly, the next week it'll be 3 weeks worth then of like comedy tasks. Which,
Yes.
yeah.
And if
Yeah.
you're a strong actor, a strong improviser, then
Yeah, like poor
you're
Chi-Chi.
well.
Like,
Chi-Chi's
fucked,
fucked,
essentially.
yeah, she's fucked.
Yeah.
Yeah. During the prep, they back to like the Shangela and Chi-Chi thing. Did Shangela really like guide Chi-Chi?
She tried.
She
She
tried.
did try.
She
Yeah.
did. She did try.
Okay.
Yeah. Like she was trying to coach her and give her like pointers and it just
But
wasn't-
Chi-Chi had
She
already,
was like,
she'd already
"Oh."
talked herself out of it.
Yeah.
She'd already
Yeah.
decided
Yeah.
she
She
was
was-
going to be good at
She
it.
was doing that
Who am
weird
I?
British accent thing. Like she was trying to make
Oh,
it-
yeah.
I don't
She
know
should have
why-
done that. Even if it's terrible, it
It
would
was
be
like
fun.
meant
no.
to be British.
Yeah.
no.
Why not? That's what we do. Pretension.
Yeah. These aren't even our accents.
Not even from it.
We're all from-
Especially Horatio. He's the best.
Hola.
You're very welcome to our club.
Hola.
Stay for another year. That's it.
I don't
That's
talk
it.
English.
2019, you're out.
My English is very good looking.
Hola, Chorizo.
I'm Brazilian as well.
As well.
You're fun.
I'm not from Brazil,
No,
darling.
not from there. I'm not from here.
So should we go on to the main challenge?
Yes.
We'll go through it one by one. Okay, so let's do first impressions when they came out of the car and like the initial like, 1 minute skip thing. So,
Ben was amazing.
well, no, first one by one.
Oh.
So BB first.
Oh,
The
one
order.
by
Oh my god! This is so thorough.
Rules help control.
Exactly.
OCD smart.
I'm getting rid of the rules. Right.
Right.
Hell is gonna come again.
Right, BB first. What's everyone saying about BB?
Oh, she was good. She was very. I really liked her. I think she was underrated. I think she did much well than it was reflected in the end. I really liked her Virgin Queen.
Yeah.
It was
fun.
you know, it was not over the top. It was just the right amount, and I think it
It
was
was over
overlooked.
the top.
I felt like she
It worked.
used her best material up by the time she was
Yeah.
in.
Yeah, that's what I was
Yeah.
going to
She
say.
had nothing
Yeah.
left to give once she was in that date because it was like, oh, I'll just drop petals on the floor again.
Giggle
I'll
a bit.
talk
Exactly.
about being a virgin and giggle. Like she did. Like they've got to be again, like go in prepared, have another level of like things you hold back.
Yeah.
Like it
But,
can't
but
be
that
that
but that's where you kind of get into the realm of being a real kind of actor stroke performer
proper
Yeah.
improv.
as opposed to being a drag queen. So
Mm.
if you look at BB's skills as a drag queen in that challenge, she had the look down, she had the presentation of that
Yeah.
look down, and
Yeah.
she brought that character. You could see instantly what it was. But then if you ask her to go an extra level, that's where.
But that
where
the
it
thing
falls
with the
short.
extra level is that then it can be criticized as too much. For instance,
Right.
Ben de la Creme, even though we'll all agree that she was great, I think it was too much for me. She overdid it,
Hmm.
and I think for me, BB got it right. But that was just for me.
I just think Ben didn't know there was going to be a banana there. He didn't know there was going to be a hot dog there. Like he used the stuff that was there
Do you
in the
think?
moment, which was what the task was.
Oh.
To go in
Mm.
and go, oh fuck. there's a
Oh, we'll
banana.
never know
oh,
that,
maybe
will
it's
we?
funny. It was completely weird. Like the cougar was like smushing up a banana
okay.
and sitting
I-
on it.
it's
But,
not okay.
like, where did that come from? I thought it was great.
I think
Yeah, I
always
agree.
bring your banana.
Yeah.
There's no way
To
he scripted
RuPaul's
that.
Drag Race.
You
just
never
in
know.
case.
It's, who wants to, have you ever removed a catheter? Like just
Oh.
weird shit like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
That's why I love it.
It's too much.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's so disgusting.
Yeah, that was the best bit. That was the best
Yeah.
bit.
Fun fact: Kay has actually removed a catheter.
Yeah.
In a
She's not
sexy
really
way.
sexy after you do that.
so sexual.
Yeah. She used to also chew up bananas.
No one
She
can
doesn't
do
work.
it.
Wow. That was based in true events.
Fired much.
So Trixie,
Oh, it's brilliant. I
Yeah.
loved it so much. And I'm just gutted that we didn't get this.
Oh, that wasn't the
Exactly.
next one, by the way. That was
yeah, no, it's BB Ben and then Trixie.
We've We've just skipped over Ben.
We talked about
Ben.
Talk
Ben.
about Ben, right? Oh, Ben's entrance as well.
We've
Okay,
missed,
yeah.
We've missed their entrance, giggity.
Okay. But she was just strong the whole way through, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Again, it was a defined character. Like you knew what it was.
Yeah.
There's been a
Committed
thought
to it.
process.
I like the look as well. Like the look was obviously different for Ben, but like it's different to the other like cougar look. She's done a cougar look
Yeah.
in season 6, right? For the perfume.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
And it
makeup
was
ad.
still quite different.
And it's
Yeah.
very different to that. Yeah.
Mm.
That
Yeah,
is
I was
true.
impressed.
Oh, something
Yeah.
good about Ben coming out of your mouth?
I think she's great.
Yeah.
Just not
Yeah.
for
We just don't
Trixie.
trust.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you.
I don't trust
Team
you,
don't
Sam.
trust.
I don't
Trixie
trust. I don't
Trixie's
trust Rob.
entrance was the best, I would say.
Oh, I agree.
Of the lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah, brilliant.
Wish she'd been given the
Honest.
chance to shine, but milk.
Yeah, it's a shame. But just in terms of the entrance, I think definitely the
My
best.
only
one.
commentary on Trixie, and I'd like to see her do like slightly different makeup at some point because she always does that slanty eye thing, like
Yeah.
on her TV
But
show.
do you
like,
remember?
It never
Yeah.
changes.
But you remember from her season, she did that Jesus look, and she wore like really soft makeup for it.
Yeah.
It's really nice.
We'll go back to it because I
That's more of it.
don't know. We bought into Trixie now. She's great, so she doesn't have to keep doing like the new Trixie that's a successful one, like try something else. But she was great. That's my
Yeah.
criticism.
Okay. So yes, so same, right? Like it's a shame she didn't get a chance to really shine in the actual date because of milk. Should you talk about that a little bit?
I don't
yeah.
think I'm ready.
it was really like
We
cringy
need
to
like a
watch.
proper section on milk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Generally.
Yeah.
Should we do-
Let's have a dairy section later.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's just soldier through.
That
soldier
sounds
through.
delicious.
Okay, initial impression of Aja.
Oh, are we missing milk, are we?
Oh, milk. Sorry, sorry.
Oh, no, I thought that was intentional. I thought you were like, no, milk.
Oh,
no, we'll
milk
talk about her
performance.
general. Let's talk about her performance in challenge. Her entrance first of all when she didn't get out of the car, did she? When she
Oh,
got,
she was
Oh,
hiding
yeah.
behind the bush.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was good. I
See, again,
guess.
but here's the difference between when someone who is an actor picks up a challenge and goes, right, what can I do with this? As opposed to someone who doesn't think that way. And it's like, right, I've been given the word stalker.
Yeah.
What do I
Exactly.
think about when I hear the word
Absolutely.
No, I-
crazy and, you know.
I disagree. I
Crazy,
think he thought about it very much.
No, I
But
agree that he thought
The
that.
thing,
but,
the thing is that he's not funny. She's
but
not
that's
funny.
but we're
course.
essentially saying the same
It's
It's just
thing.
not funny. Yeah, I think
because she doesn't have the chops, the improvisation chops to actually.
Well, we're
Exactly.
watching it.
Yeah.
You went too
Never
literal.
said-
It was literally like, I am a stalker, so I am a
Exactly.
stalker.
And I'll be
Wear
crazy.
binoculars and hide in the
Like
bush.
we all came up with like better ideas than me. Like you were saying when we were watching it,
Yeah.
that like you could have just like.
Like,
had-
oh my god, that's the shirt you wore in 2013. You look really good in it still.
Yeah, exactly. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Like it could have been done so much better. So
Yeah.
it's a shame.
Levels, layers.
Yeah.
So that's milk for me. I always think milk's just not. His snatch game is awful. Like he's just. I've never found
Yeah.
him funny. I've never found him particularly charismatic.
I think
You
it's
found him
arrogance.
attractive, though, Dan.
Oh,
No, like,
that's
no.
that's a completely another broadcast.
I
So
mean, I
for
saw him in
Jerry
New York
section-
when I was there last year,
Oh,
and I
did
didn't
you?
really fancy
Did
him.
you stalk him?
No.
He was all over you though, wasn't he?
Oh, hi, Mel.
Oh, was he? Was he
Yeah.
talking to you?
No, I didn't chat to him. I chatted
Oh,
to
sorry.
him.
Right. So Aja, initial impressions. Was
I
you-
liked it when she started.
She
Actually, I loved
started
the whole,
well.
Like, running
Yeah.
towards him and cuddling him, but then she just went off track a little bit.
It's, again, I think it's about adding that light and shade, April.
Yes.
Light and shade, you know about that.
Exactly.
Sorry.
You've got to find the
It's a
grey,
bit
haven't you?
racist,
Heather?
Heather.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. I didn't mean that.
Oh, right. Sorry.
That's really awkward.
But it's just about finding the
Andy
levels.
Smacker.
About finding
Snatch
the
your
levels to play through.
Yes.
Don't just go in and cry.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
not what needy is. Needy is like, can I call my mum and tell you that we're together? And there's just this, this stuff. There's more stuff you can do. And
But at the same time, when she walked in, she's like, "I'm gonna miss you" or something. I can't remember. She's like, "I can't bear to leave you" or something.
Oh,
like
yeah.
that.
yeah,
Like,
that's
she's
great.
a
It
little
started
bit.
off
I'm
so
going to make you love me.
nice.
Like, it was, I
Yeah.
thought
Yeah.
it
You
was
love me.
perfectly
Yeah.
serviceable. She got it, and then she
And
just.
she had the look down. Like I like
Yeah.
that kind of silly thing, and the wig was very.
Why
kind
did
of,
you have
you
the
know,
dog?
Because that's her
she was
friend.
she was channeling Paris Hilton.
Because she was trying to do like.
Yeah,
spoiled-
she thought she'd be like
Pheromone.
spoiled.
rich
Yeah.
and, like,
She's pretty pheromone, I thought. If she, that's what I think
Yeah.
she was trying to do. She succeeded. Yeah.
But there's moany and there's
So
needy.
like the pheromone.
Yeah,
So
whiny.
pheromone.
Mm.
That's what
Yeah.
pheromone
It's a
was.
fine
whiny.
line.
I
yeah.
love pheromones whininess, but it wasn't intentional. It's only good when edited into like a big line of just.
True.
It wasn't as good as it could have been.
It's interesting though, because Aja did what's her face? Alyssa Edwards for Snatch Game, and then she channeled Farrah for this challenge. She seems to just go to like other queens and steal their stick for
Just often the lazy
challenges.
choice.
Oh.
Yeah, potentially.
Yeah.
Kennedy, party girl.
Oh,
Oh,
my
yeah.
God.
My
Best
MVP
scene
of
of
the
the
night.
show.
But even straight away, like instantly,
Absolutely.
it's like she got out of the
Yeah.
car.
It's
They were all
Oh,
laughing.
So she,
Yeah.
She didn't have.
Amazing.
We've seen girls like that. You've seen awful.
It
was the
like,
teeth, it was the
yeah,
teeth.
it's like, shit reality, like down and out in the south.
It was the
kinda-
shit teeth.
That was
that did
it's
it.
amazing.
she killed it.
She
teeth.
absolutely
Teeth,
destroyed
teeth.
The body,
Killed it.
like just yeah.
everything.
She thought about it. She thought about who she was and where she was going to go with it, and
Yeah.
nailed
Yeah.
it.
You know
She
what
took off her
though?
wig.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, that's great.
Always.
Called
But
up
you know
to
what
the
though?
risk.
Interestingly, so she did the same thing Milk did. Like she just went really literal with the character and super over the top, but for some reason it just worked a lot better.
Well, no, but her thing was
Kennedy.
Party Girl. That's so open to interpretation. You can do whatever you want with that, and she just nailed it. Like that could have been so much lazier.
I think
Like, she
it
probably
boils
thought that
down
through.
to your natural talent to be
funny.
funny.
That's what I was
Yeah,
going to
she
say.
is
I think
funny.
you hit it now on the head. Yeah.
And I think Mel worked at it, and that's why she was disappointed to be in the bottom three. But sadly, she's not funny.
Let's be honest, like, Party Girl can go really annoying. She could have just gone in like woohoo and like
Yeah.
just be like that, but she just went in. She was so fun, and it wasn't like the teeth was a really good choice, but
It
by
was-
the
yeah.
end of it, it was a full blown character. She
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
really it. Like you've seen that girl
Yes.
Yeah.
passing out and saying she's a man.
Yeah.
Where did the bottle come
Yeah.
Where
And
did
talking
the
about her
bottle
boyfriend
come
shitting
from?
himself.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Pulling that out.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
too good.
And getting the caps out of her bra and the,
I-
and the
Honestly,
gin
I haven't
bottle.
laughed that much
Yeah.
with Drag Race.
And I
in
love
a
the fact
long
like the
time.
last 2 weeks she just hasn't been at the top of her game. Like she was bottom last week, and
Yeah.
I really liked her in season 4. Like she was up and down.
Yeah.
Season 4, season 8, whatever it was,
Oh.
Yeah.
7. Oh, who knows? But yeah, like it
Seven.
was just great to see her like completely kill it. Like
Yes.
every challenge.
Yeah.
Again, you just don't expect it from her, do you? Although she has killed like comedy challenges
Like Ross
previously.
Matthews said, like,
Yeah.
oh, you just don't expect her to be funny, but she is really
But,
Yeah,
funny.
she
and
is.
remember, as Ruth said, she won Snatch Game in her season.
Yeah.
She was
Yeah.
Little Richard, and she absolutely killed that.
And she's
Yeah.
funny. Her just
Yeah.
Kennedy talking makes me laugh.
Yeah.
I love her
Yeah.
expressions
Yeah.
and the way she looks
Yeah.
anyway. And the fact that she changes into that, like, yeah, I think she's great.
But I guess that's a weird thing, though, right? Because she was so like over the top about the penis on the mirror that like it's strange that then she can go like kill a comedy challenge, you know?
Yeah, you wouldn't think she had that kind of sense of
Yeah.
humor,
Yeah.
but she's just funny.
And she's just loyal. She just like cares about her people and she expects it back. And when people
Yeah,
are
she
being
takes
shady,
things
she
to
just doesn't
heart a
have any-
little bit.
Yeah.
She doesn't put up with it.
Maybe in hindsight, she was more annoyed about what the message said about Shangela rather than. the
Yeah,
picture
it
of
said
the
suck
penis.
it, Shangela. It
Yeah.
wasn't like a nice.
But they weren't
physical
focusing on that, though. They
penis.
didn't talk about that. They talked about just the penis.
Well, I guess. Editing.
Yeah,
Maybe,
exactly.
maybe.
They were talking about the whole thing. They just cut it out.
Yeah, maybe.
This wig is killing me.
Oh, another one.
Yes, another one.
That reveal, though.
Oh my
Oh
god.
my god!
I can see
How
a theme
fucking
going
good.
on.
Every 5 minutes.
Yeah. Who could last longer?
This one is not a wig though. Please don't put it.
Well, the best pink hair one.
Oh, the shade.
Bitch came for me. How dare you?
Right.
I can grow a beard too. Sorry, go on.
This suits you better, Tal.
Go on,
Right.
babes.
Shanja and Chi-Chi?
Oh,
First impressions.
awful.
Oh.
Even first
Bad.
impressions.
So bad. Mal.
No,
They looked bad too. I'm sorry.
I actually didn't mind like
Yeah, true.
Chi-Chi's like I like limos and
Yeah.
I like bricks.
Yeah.
Like, it was so
Yeah.
it was like if,
Yeah.
I don't know if she'd just been the dumb
Oh.
one.
Yeah.
That could have gone better if
Yeah.
she
Could've
stuck
gone
to
better.
that one.
Shangela actually sort of tried to kind of come up with a plot, but it was just really thin.
The best
So-
part was when, is it Chi-Chi? When she just said, "You want to hug my babies?"
Yeah,
Yeah.
That was good. But,
Yeah.
but she'd sort of already lost by that point anyway,
Yeah.
right? But
And
I
the
don't know,
bush
I just-
and the
I was
bush
disappointed
Joe.
in Shangela. Like Shangela's come such a long way, and then it was a bit like, oh, big step back. She
well, that's the
was
thing,
last week.
because Chi-Chi was so shit, no one focused on how shit Shangela was as well. Like, she was not good
Yeah,
at any point.
and actually, Chi-Chi could have done better if Shangela had been better as well.
Yeah.
like
Mm.
she threw her under a bus. There was a bit where she just said, "Oh, why don't you answer Chi-Chi?" And it
But
was
she,
a bit like,
she meant it in a nice
"Well, I
way.
don't know. I thought she was trying to be nice. I thought it was a bit more like, "Hey, you answer it. You're gonna fuck it up."
Well,
You
you
think?
come up with an idea, right?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
she
Oh,
knew that she
maybe.
wasn't going to be able to do it.
I just have an issue with them actually having to be a double act and no one else was.
Yeah.
Like,
I agree.
and
Yeah.
like
Oh,
it's,
that's
it's like
better
a-
than-
it's kind of a
That's
wider
what-
point
yeah.
about the level playing field.
That's what I was saying in the
Isn't it?
beginning,
In
yeah.
that a lot of times it's not a level playing field, and so you know why did those two have to play with someone else?
Because sometimes
Well,
as a
also
drag,
completely personalityless, like airing as well,
Right,
like the
exactly.
polyamorous
So if
couple.
they said, "Oh, you are this and you are this and you're also a couple, rather than you're just a couple.
Right.
Yeah.
But they said that you are this and you're that. I can't remember what it was.
Yeah,
they
It
did.
was just
They
like
did
you're
briefing.
interested in him and she's interested in her. There wasn't. It's
Yeah,
not
there's no
character.
character
It
traits.
was,
No.
you know.
We got a fan.
Yeah.
Hi, Beto. Thanks for joining us.
Hi.
Pato
Wait, you missed
Castillo.
You missed a sickening wig reveal. Watch the stream. back.
Oh,
You'll be-
Chile!
Yeah,
Hola,
Chile.
Pablo. Pablo? Pato.
Pablo? I think
No,
it's
it's Pato. Hola, Pato.
Hola, Pato. ¿Cómo estás?
Get down.
Ah, but you speak
Mamma
Spanish.
mia.
Oh.
We should talk now.
Okay,
It wasn't
right.
go away.
So we go through the actual main date of the challenge properly. If there's anything
No,
else to add.
let's not, shall we?
Should
Bye.
see you later. BB. So yeah, BB
BB. What?
Well, look.
in the main challenge. No,
Oh.
like, yeah, main part of
Oh,
the challenge, the main date, the actual
date.
date part.
Well, I
She
thought,
just
yeah.
shrank.
What
you know,
I
I thought.
said.
Yeah, it was like-
she'd done her best bits and then
Totally
had nothing
agree.
more to have.
Yeah.
Because they were talking
Ran
about
out of
how to
gas.
subtly convey you're a virgin. And literally, the first thing she said when she arrived was, "I'm a virgin." Like, oh, all right.
Yeah, exactly.
If
I
you
guess that
don't,
mystery's over then.
And
Didn't
at
she
one
make a
point-
joke about anal sex?
No, she didn't. No,
No.
they kept telling her to do it.
they kept telling her to make a joke about it, but she didn't.
Who did the anal sex joke then?
No,
No
they
one
told
did.
her. Her partner told her. Who was the
Yeah,
partner?
Ben.
Ben.
So,
Ben
like,
told
big
her,
capital
yeah,
Ben
yeah.
say that, you know.
She's like,
anal doesn't
no, I
count.
don't want to do that.
Yeah. I think yeah, maybe that's Well, I think Ben overdid it a bit and maybe overshadowed.
Well,
BB.
at one point, BB's like, "What do you think of me?" to Jeffrey, right? And like, that's quite desperate.
That's, needy?
That's
Yeah.
needy.
Yeah.
Not
Or needy,
virginal.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
True. She's been all like coquettish, right?
Oh, that's a
Yeah.
good
But yeah, I think
Oh,
maybe
coquettish.
BB.
But like you and your wig.
Exactly.
coquettish.
Yeah,
Oh, fair
maybe
enough.
BB.
You really put the cock in coquettish.
Yeah.
Oh,
So,
Pato is short for Patrick.
Is it Patricio?
No, it's Patrick.
Well, in Spanish,
Oh,
So,
Patricio, I guess. Yeah,
Patricio.
yeah. Or
it's Ben.
yeah, she was amazing.
Brilliant.
In the main date.
Yeah.
Just funny.
big grows with a
Brilliant.
banana.
Yeah.
I'm
but
called
not over
for.
the top.
You went into it, were you?
Uh,
Marisha doesn't like
She's my
bananas.
favourite.
I like bananas, not
Yeah,
regurgitated
It
bananas.
was
No
funny
one
over
likes
the top, whereas
regurgitated
Milk was just
bananas.
hysterical and shrieking over the top. and
Yeah.
loud, which, yeah, didn't work.
Hey, ajas.
Hiya.
Oh, I should sis. Yo, you join us every week.
Oh, hi.
Welcome
Hi.
back. Thanks for joining
Itchy,
us,
itchy.
sis. Right, milk. Well, so should we have our dairy section now? Do you
Yeah,
think?
go for dairy. It's
Yeah.
fine.
Go
I'm
for
slightly
dairy.
intolerant. to it.
I am now.
Okay.
I didn't used to be. No.
No, I
It's a
used to like
shame.
milk.
I just don't. I don't know. We've had this conversation. I don't get milk. I didn't get him when he was on his season. I've never seen anything that's made me think like, "Wow, he's amazing." And he
Two
hasn't
words
done
for
any-
you: facial structure.
But that's given. And
Yeah.
I
But it's not
I was,
RuPaul's
talent.
facial structure.
He's envious. of
I
it.
was reading, but I watched this episode last night, and I was reading a few recaps, and someone just summed up what I think about Milk, which is basically he's a pretty boy that's always been told yes.
Yeah,
And
totally.
But
the
no,
reaction
no.
last night was exactly just people saying no, like you're just not as good as you think you are, and I think he's probably got. Like he was talking to him in the season opener about, I've got all these modelling campaigns off the back.
He's
of
been
it.
sick
Like,
this season. But
Yeah.
in his season, he was great. Like his looks, a Pinocchio look, like the RuPaul's a man look. Like he was really great. Like
Yeah.
really out.
No,
of the
I
box.
just, he
it's-
was a non-starter for me. I just thought he was like a classic person to go out seventh, which he did.
I don't know. I thought he went out early in his season.
I agree.
But I
Yeah.
think the difference this season is that he's come back having done a Mark Jacobs campaign
So arrogant.
and being
Yeah.
told
Mm.
all
And
of
that's
that.
what
And
Yeah.
he's just not.
Yeah.
And it's the thing, I don't even fancy him. I
He's just got a beautiful face.
Yeah. He's
I don't
even
good
fancy
looking.
him.
I don't
even
He's
fancy
good
him.
looking,
Don't even
but
fancy
he's
him.
just not. He's not likable. Like he just. And again, I don't get how you could go on this, seeing what happened in All Stars 2 with Fifi, and not think, just need to be careful with what I say.
He was
'Cause he's
refreshing
just-
in his season.
He was.
Exactly.
He was
Exactly.
refreshing,
That's
and
good
that
word.
It's
was
different.
that was lovely. And then he's turned up in this one, and I just like arrogant is the word. It
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
gets in the way of you becoming a better whatever you want to be.
Yeah.
It's arrogance. It's the
But the
worst thing
thing
you
is,
can be.
he's hella deluded as well. Like just generally,
A
he's
little
not
bit.
connected to the reality of the show.
I think he had a point though when he said when he was talking to Ben, I think he said, "Well, because I'm not a comedian per se, I thought that they would take that into account and see how I tried." And I think that was a fair point. But still, he didn't
But he
try
thinks-
enough
he thinks-
to
yeah,
make
he
it.
thinks
thought
he
he did
killed it.
really well.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I think
I
he
was
Yeah,
weak.
said, I
he
know
thought
that,
too
I know
too
that.
much of
He
himself.
actually thought he was being really funny.
And the reason why we forgive Chi-Chi not being amazing is because he did try. or she did try.
I don't think
and
no.
she wasn't. She did know that she wasn't
She
amazing.
knows.
Exactly.
She has
That's
self-awareness.
the best she
Exactly.
can do in that, and she's aware of that. That's
But
why
did
she was
she
like,
did
you know what,
try?
if I'm going, I'm going.
I
That's why she was.
I'm not so sure she
Yes.
tried that.
You know
I
what?
think she did the best she could.
And like Milk was the same
Yeah.
last week. Milk's lip sync last week was just awful.
Was it?
Like his look was terrible. It looked
Oh.
nothing like Celine Dion.
No.
And at the end of
It's
it, he
really
was like,
bad.
I can't believe I'm not.
Oh.
He literally
Yeah, I
was
know.
saying, he's like, I
Yeah,
can't believe I didn't
he's
get
been like this the
feedback.
whole way through.
Yeah, it takes a special kind of arrogance to not be happy with being safe.
Oh yeah.
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 Oh,
To just
totally.
stand there and be really
He cried,
fucked up.
didn't
Like
he?
fair enough.
Yeah,
he
he
was
was
like,
like, he
"Oh,
should
no."
have been top 2 and he should have had all
Yeah.
this praise. It's like, but you weren't good. And he
And to
wasn't
make
good
that
this week. And he wasn't
About
good in the
you
opener.
when like people are actually like going home, like
Ridiculous.
so
Yeah.
so disrespectful.
And then also on the point of Trixie being dragged down by Milk,
Mm.
which she sort of complained about because she thought she was going to be
Yeah.
on top. I think she should see it the other way, which is, despite you being dragged down by Milk, feel grateful that you didn't end up in the
Still
bottom
good
2
job.
as well.
She was. She was in
Yeah.
bottom
But
three.
he so wanted to
No,
win
she
this
was
week.
not.
she was
And
in
he
top
wasn't.
three.
No.
No, she was complaining that she hadn't made it to the top.
Yeah, she hasn't won.
Oh.
yet.
And I think
don't know,
that
he
she
could
sh-
have won it. if
What
he
she
had-
did with, because she was saying that she couldn't get a word in because Milk was taken over.
Yeah.
And if she had been able to deliver a few more jokes, she probably would have won.
Oh.
I see it the other way around. Just because Milk was dragging the whole thing down, be grateful that you weren't dragged down all the way.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
That's a good
100%.
point. Ben and Trixie like partnering, that would have been just so good. They would have respected each other.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, it would be a good showdown to
And
see.
Trixie was we were sort of robbed of seeing a full on because I really enjoyed the character.
That's almost
Yeah,
that's what I was most
we didn't
interested
see her in the day. We
yeah.
only saw her in the
Yeah, we barely saw anything once she was
Yeah.
on the date bit.
Because of that, I was getting annoyed at Milk myself because I
Yeah.
really wanted to see what Trixie was going to do.
Because especially because Milk wasn't even being funny. It was like that Snatch game with was it season 4 with Jiggly, and they literally just took over.
Oh
Oh yeah.
And it was awful.
Yeah, it
none
was
of
really
funny.
bad,
Like,
yeah.
they were all just raising attention to themselves. And was it Latrice Royale? Was it?
Oh, Latrice.
The
Oh,
level
yes.
of
Yeah.
unprofessionalism.
Yeah.
And again, we lost
Oh,
out
yeah.
on seeing good stuff because people just shriek and make noise.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
Says me, who's talking all over this.
Yeah, no.
You're the Milk.
Shriek.
Fine, I won't say anything for 5 minutes.
You're the milk.
Right, someone in the middle row needs to do
Starting
the
now.
wig.
No!
Yes!
No!
Yeah. I'm the
But-
best one with the pink.
Thanks,
Oh.
Felix.
Definitely.
Felix says we look great. Thank
Oh.
you.
Well, we did, but then we lost
Oh,
it.
he hasn't seen him here. Where were we?
You
Oh my
got
God,
watch
I'm
the stream
covered
from the
in it.
beginning.
I'm molting.
Oh, cheers for that.
Flammable.
So we've drunk our pint of dairy. Milk?
Yeah.
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 Cool.
And now we're all feeling a little bit sick.
Yeah.
Hello, Redux.
Dan, I thought you
So
mentioned
gross.
me for 5 minutes.
Yeah. Strong 5 minutes. Aja. It's main date.
As men date,
Yeah, main
Aja.
date.
She just
it
didn't
was
get
worse. Yeah.
She started
okay,
crying and she was on the floor crying. And it was like, oh.
It's the
Yeah,
same
it's
same
just
criticism for
stupid.
Bibi. Really. Like it started off relatively strongly in the opening, but then
Yeah.
it just got old super quick.
But also, like,
well.
her partner was stealing the
Who was
that
fucking
partner?
show.
Oh, Kennedy.
Kennedy.
Yeah,
Kennedy.
yeah, yeah.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
I mean, there was no competition with that. Dan, what do you think about that?
Yeah, Shade Fools. Thanks for that. Right, so yeah, Kennedy. So we all loved every second,
Oh.
right?
Amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Where was that bottle stored? Genuinely.
No idea.
I honestly
No
can't
idea.
work
I
it
know,
out.
because it was like quite a big bottle as well.
Yeah.
It's probably
It was the mini one.
tights though, right? Just kind of
Oh.
where.
But yeah, even then,
But with the
it's
tuck
too
in,
tight.
Yeah.
It's
There's
so
not-
tight.
There's not a lot of room.
No.
And Kennedy has more going on than you usually would in a pair of tights. So
Exactly.
where was it?
It was like an extension of, if anyone seen that show Cantel Brown, who I love. You
Oh,
should go and watch
yes.
it. It's like another YouTube character. And
Show
it's,
can't
I
tell.
don't care. It's my birthday weekend. I'm talking.
What
Yeah.
you got to yell.
Yeah, and it wasn't a copy at all. And it's not a criticism. It's just I love that kind of
Yeah,
character. and
based
it's like
on, yeah.
that kind of thing. Just pure trash.
Yeah.
Right.
Also, the
Get
interesting
rid
thing
of
is,
Basically Karen Walker.
Yeah, but
again, it was quite.
And poor.
yeah.
And Paul. But stuff dropping from places it shouldn't.
Yeah.
I'm all for
Yeah.
that.
Love it.
Also, it's quite different to the character she did in the makeup challenge in season 7 as well. Like she's like a ghetto sort of character. Do you remember?
Yeah.
Layers.
Yeah, so I'm
Yeah,
impressed. Like
yeah.
she'd whip up all these different sort of characters, not like relying on the same sort of thing. Like Coco would, for example, she'd always do the same character. Right?
Yeah, like Kennedy
Yeah.
was Little Richard in like
Yeah.
that season.
Woo!
Yeah.
Shut up.
Oh god. Okay. So Chi
And Shangela.
and
Yeah.
Shangela
Yeah.
doing together.
Oh,
The bush.
the
They had one successful joke, and that was Shangela's the bush. I didn't know
yeah.
Bush
That
was
was-
back in office. That was it.
I thought it was so. I thought it was like, you know how Drag Race sometimes walks that line between funny and just tacky,
Yeah.
Mm.
and
Wait, what?
and just kind of just very cringy.
Wait, I thought it
and-
was always tacky.
No, because drag is not. It's not supposed
Doesn't
to be.
have to
tacky.
be-
It's a fine
Doesn't
line,
have
right?
to be.
And I think they're in the hot
Ben was
tub
tacky,
and
but
they're
funny.
making dick jokes, and it was
Yeah,
just like
exactly.
it was
Yeah,
like
yeah,
watching
yeah.
a really
There
bad
wasn't-
Carry-On film.
Yeah.
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 And for
Were
me,
they good
that's kind of
ones?
not what that was.
Yeah. It was like watching a Carry-On film.
There I said maybe they got nervous because of him because he was really dreamy. I mean, I would have.
We haven't
I mean,
discussed him.
he's
yet.
completely not my type, and yet I would have got really nervous.
I would have licked his nipples.
You would have
for sure.
what?
Got really nervous with him.
Oh, right.
Yeah, as a performer,
You'd have done
he
what?
would have
performer.
as a performer,
Where's that?
he would have intimidated me. I mean, to be half naked with such a man, maybe. I think that's what maybe put Shangela off.
Oh, you think?
I
No,
feel
she was
We
quite-
have to take it into consideration.
We
Well,
do.
she still literally
I-
went down on
I
that.
think
completely
I think
relate.
Shangela's been with half-naked men a lot.
but not that.
Not on
Yes,
camera and
yes, indeed.
performing. I don't know.
I say thank God Shangela had that snorkel because that literally gave her all her material.
Yeah.
But the
If
material
she hasn't
wasn't
had
that
that,
great.
it was like nothing else is happening.
Yeah. Again, I expected more from her because she is like her confessionals to the camera as a guy. I really, all of them are really funny.
Oh, I hate him. No, I hate him when he does that because
Oh,
he's
never mind.
yeah. Sorry.
Her ratio is like out of the limb today.
I like
He's like-
Shangela as
You're on the
Shangela,
tree and he's like,
but when
Yeah.
when
Yeah,
Shangela
there
is
we go.
is bitching behind the cameras, I don't have
I
time
think
for
it's
her.
funny. I like it.
I think
Yeah,
Horatio
I
with the
quite
wig
like
on
her
is
shade.
very
I
different.
like
Yeah.
Shangela's smart as shit,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
she wouldn't be where she is today if she didn't have a lot upstairs.
She does.
She's,
Yeah.
Shangela's naturally funny, but I think she never really adapts to tasks like this where she's got to be a character. Like she's just funny as she is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then she can't do that. So she wasn't great at Snatch Game.
Yeah.
Red X.
She hasn't been great in like
Yes.
other comedy challenges, but she's just really
Yeah.
good and likable.
It's gonna go.
Yeah.
Has to go.
Yeah.
Is it-
but
is it going?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I feel like we've covered the main challenge, right? Everyone, anything else? anyone
Can
wants
we
to
talk
add?
about the guy?
Oh, Jeffrey. Yeah.
We have.
Yes, yeah.
Not
Some
enough.
Oh,
Yes, go on.
what would you
like to say?
what would you
What
have
would you like
done
to
in
say?
the
Now's
hot
your
tub with them?
Wait, exactly. You're talking to him directly. Look at the camera.
Yeah.
And say what you want to
Say
say.
hi.
I think my boyfriend's watching.
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't
understand.
matter.
We're in the 21st century. You can
Jeff-
express
Because
yourself.
Jeffrey
What's
will
this?
be watching.
Oh, he knows. He knows I'm a
Exactly.
hot.
Question.
He's got a theory. I have a theory about the revenge. Two team challenges. One complete team stays, and the other goes home. What do you guys think? Hmm.
Bloody
How the
hell.
season's gonna pan out.
With
That's
the,
gonna be brutal.
Oh.
Oh, boo!
Saved by
Take
the
your
bell.
wig off.
Snatch a wig.
It's my
Snatch a wig for not having her phone on silent.
Do it.
Yeah, that's a good plan.
I
Dan.
am very important.
We're keeping this one.
Oh.
We're also keeping this one.
Yeah, exactly.
It's Britney, bitch.
That's pretty good. The theory. What do you guys think?
What as in what's going to happen?
I hope
With
they
the
don't.
revenge,
I don't want
yeah.
to fuck around with the format too much. I
No.
quite like it as it is.
But I don't get it. Put it in Spanish.
So do you think they're going to have all of the people that have been sent home versus the people that are going to be left?
Ah.
And they're going to be
Well, that would be a terrible
Like,
idea because then we'd
yeah.
have milk back.
Exactly.
Maybe she was
broad-
And it wouldn't be fair.
How
Yeah,
about the
no.
winners from past seasons
Oh God.
come back
That would
Oh,
be
wow.
fun.
and battle those that are left?
All
Because
Star.
it'll be quality.
All Star.
Massive.
Yeah.
It's like the Barney shows.
Apart from Beanie,
Yeah.
because she's already the winner of season 1 and now winners.
Yeah,
The
she's
losers
ruined
all get shot.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That escalated.
You have always hated the gays, haven't you? That's the main
Oh.
thing. Yeah.
And
Right,
the losers
okay.
get killed.
This is K, everyone.
Yeah, exactly.
I feel like that about every show, like Big Brother, everything. All
Just
the
kill
losers
them.
kill them.
Just kill them.
Dead.
Well, Courtney
Die.
won the
I think we're there now. I think we've had enough reality TV now to just,
Kill people
to
off.
warrant people
Hey.
dying.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay, this is taking a very dark turn. Can we go back to
to the channel.
You know,
Yeah.
X Factor, just go down
Yes,
into a hole in the
definitely.
ground.
Just
Boys,
do that
boys, we
before.
don't like you.
Strictly, just, you know, firing squad.
Just take out a leg and Strictly.
Get rid of it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Dance now.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Strictly come morning.
I mean, you know, Reese's lip sync for your life. It's like, let's
Literally.
get rid of it.
Yeah.
Do it.
Yeah.
Get rid.
oh,
Right.
well, that's it.
Runway.
all for Prime Minister.
Took a
Yeah,
dark
exactly.
turn.
Did you
Runway?
want to talk to Jeffrey? Like, did we get a message out?
Oh, did you get a message? Yes, you want to do your message to Jeffrey?
I love you. I want you, and I'll
She'll call.
I'll be
Bitch.
waiting.
Your boyfriend. Your boyfriend's watching.
He's not watching.
Everyone tweet this to him, please.
Yeah.
He's not even in my fucking list. I forgot to put him on my list.
Who's on your
Did
list?
you laminate the list yet?
I haven't laminated the list.
Fine.
Was
Is
fine.
this
Yeah, it's
what
fine.
list is this?
It's the exception list.
But you have to make
Just make it people who are local. Like people
exactly.
you know.
Like
I
don't make
know.
celebrities that are never going to
Guy
happen.
that works in Bath.
Oh.
You have to have a realistic list.
No,
I'm
we had the
not
rule
right.
that it can't be like the next door
I know what you're
neighbor.
saying.
So
Right.
what's the point then?
Yeah,
You're never gonna make
That's the
it.
name of my boy.
It's a fake list, I say.
Yeah, but that's the whole point.
Fake news.
But hey, call me.
Right. Okay. Well done. Runway.
Yes.
Oh,
Amazing.
God,
Okay.
it's so
We'll go
good.
one by one.
It's the
Oh.
So
best
good.
runway ever.
Okay. So actually, let's start with Rue.
Shit.
Let's start with Rue's. Sorry. Let's start with Rue's look.
Rude.
Rue.
I thought he
Oh.
looked really
Faultless.
good.
Yeah, always.
I was
Yeah.
into dresses. Interesting shape to me.
Yeah. Great hair.
Yeah.
Big hair.
Well,
Flawless.
sorry,
Makeup.
great hair. It's always the same hair.
If it ain't broke.
Whoa.
It
Just the
is.
visual
Coming
intake
from
of breath
RuPaul
from
now.
the rest of the group.
Exactly.
I like when she does something different.
I agree.
Right.
Like season 7, like the high pony. for example.
Exactly,
Someone
because she
take a
always
picture.
has the same hair
Yeah,
Yeah.
that wig's
and the
gone.
same sort of
Yes, that's
flaky
right,
dress.
Chris.
Oh no, Rose! I'm sorry, you were great. No.
That was
It
snatching
felt
move.
right. It felt right.
Mm.
But that's her signature look, though. That is rude.
That is a signature
The
look, but
dress
it's
is interesting.
it's
yeah.
like we've seen it.
Yeah, but we want to see it again.
But last
everybody.
season,
No,
was
I
a
don't.
mess, so she used to redeem herself. from
Oh, yeah,
season
that's-
Oh,
six.
yeah, her makeup was a
Stick
bit
to
bad.
what
Oh,
works.
She's
Yeah.
back on form.
Back on track. Yeah.
Said a work experience.
Back on crack.
Raj, yeah, no, it was Raven and Delta who did it in season 9.
Oh,
Snappy
yes.
Delta normally does it.
That was a bit desperate.
Yeah. Right. So Ben was first with his wig reveal. So what does everyone think of Ben's looks reveals, whatever?
Well, if we're talking about the same look, if we're gonna go after Rue for it, we gotta go after Ben for it.
He was being
Yeah.
Michelle Visage.
Yeah, totally, 100%.
Super
And
cool.
then there was a headband, and then we're in
Yeah.
the 60s.
Okay, I agree,
But
but I thought it was quite original to do the wigs as a skirt.
yes,
No,
yes.
but-
that was unseen before.
No, because Kim Chi did it in season 7.
Oh, did she?
Yeah.
No,
like,
No, but
there's a
her
hair
challenge was to do
Wig on wig on wig.
No,
wig
to
on
do
wig on
a
wig.
dress out of hair. That was her challenge. Not, it's
No,
not
no,
her
the challenge was
Right.
hair, generally.
No, this was. What do you mean this week?
No,
Or
season
Kim
7.
Chi's
Kim
Kim
Chi.
Chi's one was. Or was it hair or was it?
Yeah, there was hair clothes. It was like
Right.
clothes
It's
made off
clothes
hair, whereas
made,
this was-
made out of hair.
This was another touch on top of wig.
But the point is, we've seen it before, though. We've seen it before,
You can
though.
get rid of it.
Oh, can I just say that Pato did write in Spanish for my understanding?
Oh,
What's-
muchas
what's that say?
gracias.
Gracias, Pato.
Gracias, Pato.
What did Pato say?
The same thing, but in Spanish.
Thank you.
Oh, I
It's not different words.
I
I thought my Christmas in Papa.
I don't know, do I?
But
I thought it was
Pato.
a secret message.
Exactly.
Well, it is in a
Maybe.
way.
I slid your DMs. Love Papa.
I need to go back to Chile, Pato.
Oh.
Wasted.
Oh, oh.
No, no,
Bruce himself up, slid right in
The face crack of the season.
there.
Oh, he's heard a lot about the face crack of the season, something that's never happened
No
before.
spoilers. No spoilers.
No spoilers,
Well, there's the
Pato.
whole BB conspiracy theory, which is like commonly known. You
Yeah.
don't know about what's going on.
We
Face
chatted about it
crack
earlier.
of the season.
Yeah.
A little bit.
What was
yeah.
that?
It's like something that would
BB
be
is supposed to be a
surprising.
mole, so because she's the winner.
I
of
don't
season
believe
one,
it.
There's
I
this
don't
theory
believe
that
it.
she's just asking questions and she'll decide the winner, which I don't want anyone to decide the winner but Rue.
Yeah, I don't.
Pato, you're watching this too much. Go back to work.
Go back to work.
No, stay.
Hey.
Yeah, fine.
That's very nice of you. So no one was impressed with Ben's look, right?
It's
Anyone
not
was.
unimpressive,
Yeah, I
I'm
was.
just like,
I was
okay,
bored.
that's-
I was
It was
bored.
just
It was the first
nothing
one. It was
special.
like,
Keeps getting caught.
It was nothing special.
Take
Yeah.
it off.
Nothing special.
Snatch.
You can snatch if you want. She's full today.
Fake snatch.
Chi.
Chi.
No, sorry,
No.
sorry, wrong list. BB.
BB.
that was alright.
Can I just say something
can't
that's a
remember
little bit
BB.
I
controversial?
forgot
Go on,
it's all
go on.
Japanese.
You know how we're all kind of hung up on cultural appropriation at the moment, just generally
I can't get enough.
in
She
the
is
world.
Can't get enough.
Honestly, can't get enough.
But also she came out as like this kind of Japanese thing, and then she comes out as an African princess, and I'm like,
Relatable.
I want to see you
Blue.
do some drag that is
Yeah.
BB rather than
Blue.
you being an African
Blue
princess
dress?
or being
Yeah.
a gay Chanel
Because she was
or
in she was the
whatever.
Lion King
Like,
first.
yeah,
and then she's
like
done
what
that.
is what is
It was
BB's
balls.
drag?
Capes. She wears.
Oh yes.
Yeah. So
Like
it,
that.
Yeah, it
I
didn't
think it's-
leave a
I like
question.
it.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's very much dressing
No
up
capes,
as something
no capes.
else, right? Rather than oh, well, this is my drag.
I
Do you know
like
what I
it. See,
mean?
that's my
Like-
favourite thing though in drag queens, like versatility. I want to be surprised by what they come out with every
Yeah.
week. So I personally really liked it because of that, because I didn't expect it from her.
Yeah, I guess.
So it's personal taste, though, I guess.
Yeah,
right?
but I think I'm just waiting for her to form a, because you know when you think in your head, or what's BB's look, you don't actually know what it is because she'll do an impression of something. Whereas if you think like I was thinking about kimchi, I was like, what would kimchi do with that look? And it would be very kimchi like. So,
But
I don't-
season one, BB, did you see season one?
No.
Oh, because she's pretty
Yeah,
consistent.
that's
in
what
that.
I was gonna say, like
her.
her-
Yeah.
Vaseline. That
Yeah.
is not-
Exactly.
Fair,
Yeah,
like
it's hard to
don't
focus.
watch it. But in that, she was consistent in that.
Literally,
Yeah.
And maybe that's why, to me, it's interesting to see her like this because you saw
Yeah.
season one, you don't expect it.
I think I'm still feeling sick from the leather outfit
No.
last week. Which
Slid it on the
What was?
when she came out, it's like the Cameroonian president's wife. or
No.
something.
Oh yeah.
So much
Change.
tension.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Sorry.
Anyway, that's my thought on.
Cool. Anyone else got anything to add?
Did you really write Trixie a little meh?
Ah.
She went there. She went there.
Oh, Milk really liked it. Right, I'm sorry.
No, change my course. Change my course. Don't you be looking at my nose. These are for me.
Don't be looking at the nose.
These are for me.
Oh.
Okay, Trixie
I don't
then.
know you anymore.
Okay, Trixie then.
Trixie's was,
I was
Trixie was
like,
the best. I think it was the
it
best.
was gorgeous. Like
Yeah.
it
It was
like
good.
Ladybug to this, like, the
60s.
newer
Yeah,
60s.
very good. Very
I like the
colourful.
final look, but again, we've seen it. I think because if you watch the YouTube show, we've seen this look before. On
No, she was
not
proper
Trixie's
like
fault.
Lady Bunny.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
she's done that before. Did she
Oh
just
my
touch
God,
game?
Grant,
She's
you've
touch
done
game?
everything before. You don't know.
Yeah,
You've never done this before.
that's true.
That is
I'm
true.
gonna always do this every day now. Fully feeling it.
The roots.
So it's just me. So I'm the only one who didn't. I'm the only, it's
He's
very
really
adore.
going back to
It's
his
very
roots.
adore.
Oh yeah,
Don't you think?
yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Thank you.
I think it was a very uneventful runway in general.
What? It's like it reveals every.
Well, as in,
It's like one of the best runways.
You guys are spoiled.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't know.
It was
I didn't, it didn't leave a great impression on me, but I think she was great, Trixie.
Okay, so it's just me who didn't really like it that much.
Yeah, Grant, get out.
Okay,
Yeah,
fine,
you were wrong.
fine.
Get out of your
That's
own
not
house.
So
fine.
therefore you're wrong.
Yeah.
We know it's your opinion, but
Okay, thanks.
But it's not valid.
no.
Opinions can be wrong.
Okay, Milk. I did right. I liked it initially, but I think because we watched a really blurry version, I couldn't find the HD version still. So, but when I saw it at the
Good,
by the end
because you
of the
could see a
episode-
black plastic cup if it was
Yeah.
too HD.
Oh, that's what I mean.
Some old washing up bottle that she cut in half and wrapped a bit of blonde.
It's the same
down.
as the helmet at the
Ooh,
entrance. to it, wasn't it?
shady.
Yeah.
And like her, the wig she came in on was literally just a big wig, so she could fit that blonde thing in. It wasn't.
Yeah.
She literally just lifted it off.
Mm.
Like it was
Yeah.
just nothing to it.
I didn't like the dress.
The dress was ugly.
The moment she said, "Oh, my legs are everything," I was like, "No, they're not. They're skinny."
And she looked clunky on
Like,
on
she
the
just-
runway.
She
Yeah.
looked really like
Yes.
Yeah.
just unput together.
But her look was it's difficult. It was quite different, like what she did with
It
like,
was
the face and
different.
the sparkles or whatever. I liked that initially for a second.
Or
and
was
then-
it just what happens if you lead a 3-year-old with some crap?
Yeah. Oh,
I wasn't
fair,
sure if
fair.
she was babysitting or.
fair? Fair, I see it.
True.
So can we all feel the same sort of way about Milk? I guess like none of us particularly liked it.
And she was
No.
she was in the middle of the class.
I thought like when I saw her properly at the end, I thought the wigs looked terrible together, like the orange wig with like the blonde wig,
Yeah.
the yellowy blonde. I thought it didn't look good to me.
Also, that was they also had reveals and changes. That was literally like, fuck, I've got this big blonde thing on the top of my head. I better get a really big thing to just put over the top of it. And then she just
Yeah.
literally was like that.
Someone mentioned
Yeah.
it, and she said about her roots as well.
Yeah,
Her
Yeah.
dark roots.
Yeah.
Yeah, the cut.
It's
Also-
it's not your dark roots, it's a cut.
Lazy.
Can I say that all of them were just making the
It's not
reveal
right.
way too early.
Yeah.
They could have
Actually, that's
worked the
really
first
I'm
look
gonna
a
go
bit
for
more.
my
Because only now I remember that she was wearing an orange wig to start with. Just wear it a bit more, present
Fair
it,
point.
make a
Yeah.
character, and then make the reveal.
That's a good point.
Like
Well,
Horatio
That's
did
why I
tonight.
didn't think much of the runway. in general.
But Aja's next.
Aja just.
Aja
I
blew
didn't
my
I'm
really
really
like it.
annoyed because Aja really suffered in the challenge, and that we'll talk about the judging shortly. But Aja fucking killed it on the
Yes.
runway.
Yeah, Slade.
Oh.
One of my favourite looks of all
She
time.
looked incredible. She
Hmm.
presented it
Amazing.
beautifully.
I was looking at Grant because I know how long she loves
Yeah, that was-
I
loved it so
I was
much.
he's
I loved
gonna
it so
fucking love
much.
this so much.
And I feel like for her to be in the bottom three, which we'll come to, was
Yeah,
unfair. Because I
unfair.
feel like
Yeah,
her
the look saved
runway
it, yeah.
like
Yeah.
lifted her out of the bottom.
It was
and put her
pointless.
up
It
there.
didn't make it.
The
look
runway's
tense.
pointless.
We knew she was safe, so
Yeah.
why make her bottom?
But
She was
the
safe.
runway's pointless this season generally because they're not really taking into consideration, I feel, doing judging.
Yeah.
Right?
And
It
also, I
seems-
really like the way that Aja is just carrying herself this season. Like
Yeah.
it's like she's grown
came
up
to slow.
so much. She's really focused on what she's doing.
In
She's
like
not
1 year
bad
as
mouthing
well.
people. She's
Mm.
just getting on with it and doing it, and that's what
Yeah.
you're supposed to be doing.
Yeah, totally, 100%.
Love it.
But I love like the end look. I love Aja's originality. Like,
Yeah.
I've never seen anything like any of the looks before, but the end look was just so cool. It wasn't something out of Street Fighter.
Like, did she
I
make
love
that?
It was very manga, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was very manga.
It was
Yeah,
awesome.
it was
It's
good.
Stunning.
inflatable or something that she obviously had commissioned.
Exactly. It's the
Yeah.
only person that's like
Really
completely didn't actually use head. It's like completely different with the wig challenge. I
Which
thought
was
that really
original,
clever.
And then
yeah.
she did 2 more
Oh, probably
reveals.
Yeah.
Shanji, I guess.
She did do wigs on wigs on wigs, which is
Yeah.
what it was supposed to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very good point.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Sorry.
But so did
Hashtag
Kennedy though.
validation.
She did, didn't she? She did.
Kennedy
three.
did 3 weeks.
Kennedy
Yeah.
did.
Yeah,
3
nice
weeks.
nice segue.
Sorry, Kennedy.
How do we feel about that? Kennedy's looks.
It was good, but it wasn't great.
You said it was your favourite, didn't you? When we were watching
What,
it.
the
I thought
runway?
she looked
Yeah,
really
yeah.
Pretty,
Kennedy.
like-
It was the best.
Yeah.
No,
Or
was it?
What?
It
well,
wasn't my favorite, but it was the best.
Explain
Sorry.
Horatio.
he was the best. She was the best in the
The
whole
challenge.
thing. In
In the whole thing.
We just run.
okay, when I watched that, I thought that she did enough in the runway to secure the win. I mean, she still had to sing. I know that, but I think she did well, and she rounded up her performance in the episode with the runway, and I thought it was a good look because all 3 looks were good. I thought, and the last cropped one was really good.
But if you compare it to what she sang in, that was
Oh.
another
Yeah.
level.
Mhm.
Oh, I agree.
Oh yeah.
Is that new, by the way, that they change outfits? I didn't know they did that.
They're not
That is
supposed
new.
to, but they all do it. I don't know, it's a
Yeah.
bit annoying for me because.
Yeah, I don't know why you get so hung up on that. They say you can change, and that's okay.
Because
Why
she's
are you
wearing
so
it.
annoyed at
People
it?
can change.
you so fucking change?
We all just calm down.
Stand by your guns.
We all
Stick to your
change.
guns.
Gia guns?
Your Gia guns, exactly. Okay, I wasn't unimpressed. I was unimpressed by Kennedy's looks. For me, it's the same criticism I had for Ben. Like I've seen it from Kennedy before. Like it was just
Right.
uninteresting to me personally. Anyone feel angry
I
about
thought
that?
she
Anyone
was-
got anything to say?
Oh, she looks beautiful.
I guess that. Good thing.
I guess
Thought she
so.
looked classy, but it's fine.
No, I thought it was
Okay.
great. Like the contrast from what she
She
was
looked
like. in
like
the
a
challenge.
real
Her makeup
lady.
was awesome.
Mhm.
The wigs were good. Like it was. I thought she was great.
Okay.
Fine.
Chi-Chi?
Oh,
Chichi was
gee.
good in
It
the
was
runway.
Great. Like her body was
She looks-
banging.
Yeah.
Those little paddle
Amazing,
bits
I
cut
thought.
out.
Looks amazing.
The nail work,
Body.
the jewelry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
She's
thought
gorgeous.
Yeah.
she looks like she just came out of that film that just came out, Black Panther. Like she was
Ah.
a queen.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
Cultural
yeah.
appropriation again.
little
And I
bit.
think that probably saved her in many ways as well.
Hey Hayden. Thanks for joining us.
Hello.
We met him at DragCon.
Yeah.
Remember?
Yes, I know. Hi.
Okay, cool.
Hey.
Wait, what were we saying? So yeah, Chi-Chi.
Chi-Chi.
I can't remember her original look. I remember the final thing, but I can't remember what she did originally.
She came on with a massive
She had the
afro.
big
Afro.
fro.
Oh, that was really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I liked all of it.
Yeah, but
That-
this is what I mean. They
Lost
should
her
have
outfit thing.
kept it for a bit
But she didn't change her
longer.
outfit, did she?
No.
It's weird because I was confused because the first half of the queens did do outfit reveals as well, so I thought that was part of the challenge. And when
They
some of
didn't
the
have
queens
to.
didn't,
They didn't have to.
it was
It was the wig
disappointing
thing.
though, wasn't it, when the other queens didn't because a lot of them did.
But she just won out of the fact that she looked really good. Her body looked good.
Yeah.
Like it was put together nicely.
But it wasn't enough
Wasn't
after
sure
the
about the
challenge.
nose ring
though.
thing, but hey.
I liked it a lot. It
I
wasn't
liked
enough after the challenge, was it? She needs something like super spectacular, and there
Mm.
wasn't like enough.
Yeah.
It wasn't like on the same level as Aja, for example, was it? So
Yeah.
I thought
Yeah.
she salvaged what she lacked on the actual.
But again, like that goes back to the point we were talking about, what is the combination between the challenge and the runway these days? Like, it seems really heavily weighted towards the challenge.
Oh, because you don't see any workroom anymore. You don't see any dressmaking. I love seeing them making clothes.
Because we're too focused on what's about to come next. In that, Dan, do you want to go and have a little chat?
I did like to say you got to see a lot of makeup being done. I was sat there like, I want to be a drag queen. Like, it just looks really. I love watching them do that bit. That was really nice.
Like, Hayden.
Don't they do the 3 outfit challenge anymore?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think anyone would say she looked bad. She did look amazing.
I think that's probably like the most beautiful I've ever seen her.
Yes, agreed. She looked like Pocahontas.
And I'm hoping I'm really hoping this is the week where she's like redeemed, and then next week she's going to kill it.
Did she look divine? That makeup was on point, and I was so disappointed she's doubting herself.
Yeah.
She's like who was in the last season kept doubting herself.
Nina Bonina.
Yeah, she's like maybe this season's Nina Bonina. She's either going to crack it or she's going to go out next week.
Yeah, but Nina was.
Don't she watches things?
Did she?
She used to comment, didn't she?
Oh, hi,
so
Nina.
be careful.
I'll cut that out.
Love you, girl.
Oh hi, girl.
I didn't.
Number one fan.
She will. You know she will. And finally, Shangela. Shanji.
It was really a bit unmemorable, to be honest. I think because it was.
Well, she was coming out of a banana or something.
She went chucking me.
That was cool.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah.
That's all right.
The what?
There was some thought behind
Yeah.
that. And
Thank you.
And it allowed for some hilarious comments from the panel. Which
Yeah,
I
exactly.
appreciated.
But she didn't quite make it. She didn't quite leave a great impression, did she?
Oh, that was so grim.
Gross.
But the final week was super cool as well because it was different. It was like grass with flowers in or something. Right?
Yeah.
Popcorn.
It was like
Popcorn.
Was it popcorn?
Yeah.
Because she was
probably.
corn.
Oh.
I thought
Very
Ah.
clever.
Did you know-
Yeah, you got it.
Oh, gosh, Shanji. Love that.
Corn.
Popcorn. Honestly,
Oh, you
no idea. Still no idea.
Shall we?
Oh no, guys, am I being punished?
I don't know.
Maybe you should be the blonde one.
Oh.
Oh no, it's in your earring. Oh God.
Oh,
no. I'll just let it go.
There's a mistake. She wants to stay on.
You're hanging by a thread,
I'll
literally.
take one for the team.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Oh
wig upon wig. Oh, sorry.
Oh, wait.
So no one was that keen on Shanji's look. No one was that keen on Shanji's look.
Yeah, it was okay.
It was like her other
It was
performance. Just
fun,
kind of
it was
like,
fun.
It wasn't the best one of the week.
No.
She was just
Like-
having a very average week.
Yeah.
That last week was ugly as hell, but it was fun.
Yeah, it's fun.
fun.
That's a good. Yeah, that's a good way.
It was
to
fun,
describe
yeah.
it.
Like
But it was a bit like old
I can't
Shangela.
sort this out.
Old
This is-
Shangela.
You saw it out for me. So out for me.
Season
Karen.
Yeah.
3 stuff.
Old school.
I'm living for this.
Look
This
at
is
this
everything.
though.
Like an old lady when they get to the
Oh,
It
you
looks
have
like,
to.
it looks like the back of Donald Trump's head.
Come in my house.
Oh my
These
god.
are moving. It's
Right, I
horrible.
can't. It's stuck. Literally stuck on me. It's just my new life now.
This is who I am now.
Exactly.
Hanging off your
Everyone's got accepted.
It's about time you use a comb over. Just saying.
So right, that's the runway, and then we got the backstage stuff, the lounge.
I loved that Kennedy was literally like, I'm not even gonna have a chat. Can't be bothered.
Oh,
She
yeah.
basically
I
like,
liked
it's
it.
milk.
I respected that, to be honest.
Wait,
Yeah.
wait. Sorry,
Oh, she-
Hayden is starting a petition to see Grant lip syncing with that wig.
To
whip
To
my
whip
hair.
my hair.
Rip my
Oh my god!
He might take his ear off.
If you,
though.
if you replace the petition with Patreon, then yeah, let's go for it.
Thank
What
you.
are you on about?
It feels
Hey, Dad, sort it out for me.
Just that's so bad.
You've never
Just do
been
like
so
a-
Oh, is that what it's like at the back? Oh, I see what you mean.
Very.
I can't see my notes. Okay, it's fine.
It's just constant touch.
Oh, you look like.
Do you want me to help you out?
Yeah, go on. Fix my wig.
It's not weird.
It's not weird.
The first thing I've written, I don't know what I've written, is Archie gave what she was trying to do. Oh wait, no, that's fine. Don't worry about that one.
Just look.
Oh yeah, I thought it was nice that Chi said from the back. Oh, no.
Just.
Oh, it's so
Oh,
tired.
No words.
From the back.
Wait, it's stuck in my ear.
Wait.
That's
Cool.
where it started. You get scissors and cut it
Go
off.
on, go
But
on.
this isn't good content, people. We still need to talk at the same time.
Sorry,
Keep going,
sorry.
keep going.
Unscrew it. I just want to unscrew it.
It's all right, babe. Just keep talking.
Okay. Yeah, I think it was really nice that Chi said that she really wanted to stay
Yes.
because she did seem like she didn't want to. She seemed like she had given up the goat, but
Oh no!
my
That's the ear.
just I can just unscrew the earring.
This is dedication.
There we go.
I'm still stuck in there.
You've got like a bit of wick in your
You get a wicked
It's amazing.
It's so disgusting.
Very.
I'm
that
so sorry,
forever, please.
everyone. It's so
But still a
horrible.
better wig moment than milk.
That's gonna get.
Oh,
Hang on, we'll give you a plastic cup. You can wind the hair around.
Such a bitter man, Gerald.
A little thimble. I know.
Angry.
Yeah.
Angry bird.
Gross.
Sorry, guys.
no,
Go
I
on.
was going to talk about Chi in the whole sitting down, let's have a chat thing. Because one thing that Chi is like she's really honest. Like she doesn't bullshit.
Yeah.
She's like a very kind of like truthful person, I think.
Yeah.
And so she'll sit there and go, "I'm out of my depth. I feel really intimidated."
Really
You'll
respect
actually
that,
really
yeah.
believe that
Yeah.
that's what she
Mhm.
said. She's
Yeah.
not saying it for effect.
Mm.
She's not saying it to make people feel sorry for her.
Yeah.
She's just saying it because that's what she feels. And I think that's why she deserves to stay in. Because she can then take that on board and go, right, I'm going to pull myself out.
But she has to.
I don't think she will. I
If
don't
it's a
think
snatch
but-
game, she might do all right, but she's
Yeah.
really got to be. prepared
Yeah,
for it.
but she's a really like just a
nice,
superb,
person.
person,
Lovable
I think.
person.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Genuinely.
yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
100%.
Dan, you were cringing all the way, and now you're defending her. I don't
Ooh.
understand. You
Spilling the tea.
two-faced
she was terrible
bitch.
in her challenge.
You
Like,
were
that's
cringing
fine.
all
she
the
was
way through the
disgusting.
episode whenever she was
You
talking,
said she's
and now you're
terrible.
going, "Oh, she's nice." La, la, la.
No,
She's
I
gonna
wasn't
step up
cringing
her
when
game.
She was like,
What a fake
truth is
bitch! I don't know what to believe from you anymore.
Exactly.
Was it your birthday? Was it really your birthday 2 days
"What's my
ago?
birthday?"
You
I
tricked
can't
me.
believe you're talking to me like this.
You tricked the challenge right
I'm talking about the challenge. Like, I was cringing.
No,
now.
but
So
she-
you're being tricked.
Every time Chi was speaking, he was cringing.
Oh,
like,
the
not
lead-
when
no,
she
the
was
lead
doing
up to
like,
the-
stuff at the end.
No, I think
The lead
you were
up to
cringing
She
during the
was listening to
challenge.
her family.
Exactly.
No, when she was at the end saying like I'm out of my depth, it was generally like, oh, I feel really sorry for you, and I thought she was going to go. I thought
Yeah.
she was like the Adore
Yeah.
Delano's moment.
Yeah.
Of the,
I
the
thought she was
series.
But maybe she's out of her depth, and she doesn't really deserve to be there.
Yeah, but then
She is out of her
cut back
depth,
10.
like-
So-
Cut back 10 minutes to the runway. She's not fucking out of her
No.
depth there.
Yeah.
She's she's killing it.
And she needed that role
Yeah,
to kind of
the runway saved her.
That's the thing. She knows she's strong with looks. But she knows she's weak. Well, she's not necessarily weak, but
With-
she thinks she's weak
with
with these sort of
comedy
challenges.
Yeah,
But because of that, she's fucked herself over. Like she's gonna.
to be a good drag queen, to me,
Well-rounded.
that is more than 50% of it. If you don't have a strong, direct, bubbly personality,
Oh.
you
The only
you
one.
don't really make the
I don't know.
cut.
I would disagree. Have you seen season 7 yet?
No.
Okay, I was gonna say Pearl, for example, is an exception.
Shame.
So gross. So
So
gross.
hairy.
I'm gonna take this off in a second. Keep this- The thing is, that's just my ear hair.
Ah! It's taking a turn.
Right, then what I was going to say is, I think Chi would have gone home if, based on what she was saying to the people, but then Milk was just being such a dick that, like,
Oh yeah. I
people
thought
wanted to get rid of her.
I knew
absolutely.
Mel was gonna go. I'm not saying Chichi should have gone. I'm just saying
I think she
if she
did.
feels she's out of her depth, it's maybe because she is.
And I'm wondering if Ben would have sent her home. 'Cause
Yeah,
Ben,
that's the
I
thing.
can imagine Ben next week saying, I was
Nah.
going to send you home because it seems like you wanted to leave.
I
And
think
like,
she would
"You're
have.
done."
But if you're one of the other queens, like Milk is being a nightmare, you want to get rid of her just because she's being such a nightmare.
Yeah, we don't know that yet, but I think Ben kind of felt like Chi wanted to go.
Yeah, like his speech to, because like Chi didn't speak to Kennedy
Mm.
because Kennedy wasn't doing it, but the speech to Ben was literally like, I'm done. I'm not
Yeah.
ready to be here.
But that's what I'm
I
saying.
should
though.
come back next time.
Like
That's what I'm saying.
basically, don't feel
So-
bad if you decide to get
Yeah.
out. Yeah.
So so if
Giving
Ben
it
does
out.
get rid next week or said I would have done it, I'd kind of be like, well, fair enough.
But don't you
But
think?
thank God he didn't.
Don't you think Milk sent herself home though by what she was saying
Yeah.
to everyone?
Like, what was all this like completely delusional that
Yeah.
she thought she was going to be top 2.
Yeah,
Kennedy was like, I don't even need to talk to you.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
Kennedy had
done.
made her mind up
And
when
good on her.
the beginning happened when she
Yeah.
snagged her up. Right.
It was like Alaska's meltdown in All Stars 2, but without the talent to back it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah. So sorry to read my notes. Can someone talk?
You got distracted by your earwig.
I did.
How
It was
many
really
wigs do we
nice.
have left?
An earwig.
One.
Just one.
Just
One
one.
piece
And it's the one that doesn't look like a wig, just saying.
It actually looks
Yeah.
really good. You should
Gonna
pick
get some
that up.
highlights.
Yeah.
Excited. Little slide
I thought that was
frame.
your actual hair.
No, mine's crazy.
Oh, yeah.
I prefer this.
So that's
Actually.
Wig on wig on wig.
So
Yeah,
as
just
we're talking
cool.
about milk, you literally said at one point the judges want me to be here. Like that is like the most dickhead thing you can possibly
Yeah.
say.
That's what I might just
Oh,
watch that
so
last time. I'm like,
deluded.
what are you
By
talking
the
about?
way, don't send me home because the judges really want
Exactly.
me.
Yeah. Even though the
It's
judges are putting you
the
in
worst thing you can possibly say to another
Yeah.
competitor.
That's what I always
Yeah,
felt
exactly,
like
yeah.
when people say it's scripted. I'm like, but why would she say these things voluntarily? Like you're either saying that because you believe it or you were given it. Either way, it's not good.
Yeah.
It's not.
Like, I can't believe that someone can be that like lacking in any self-awareness.
I wonder if she's watched it back. I'd love to see like her reactions to how she's come across
She
on
must
the
have been on
show.
Twitter, right, being like, "Soz."
We should check
Yeah.
it out.
Soz.
Soz,
Be a brick.
Yeah. And I thought it was really sweet when Chi said like she wasn't ready and she should be in All Stars 4 instead of All Stars 3. It made
No.
me so sad. But also probably true, right?
It's just so relatable because, like, I think, well,
Yeah.
most of
Why
us
are you
in that
all so sad? This
situation.
is a drag queen competition.
No, Chichi's so sweet.
So what? So send her to the Bake Off then.
Oh, there's a video.
Oh.
Did Hayden say there's a video?
There's a video.
I thought it was going to be a video of milk.
Link us, please. We'll watch it afterwards.
Link it up.
Thanks, Hayden.
But like,
Suppose.
but like to wrap up the whole Chi-Chi thing. Okay, so fair enough. She thinks, oh, she should be on All Stars 4. But All Stars is almost like it's kind of misnamed because remember,
not
all of the All Stars
Are losers.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah.
all.
Yeah,
they're
that's
all,
very true.
They're not.
They're
all
losers.
They're not.
Yeah.
losers.
Well, at this point,
So,
like,
so Chi-Chi absolutely deserves to be there. She came fourth, right?
Mm.
You know, there are
Yeah.
people in there that came
Mm.
7th, 8th, 9th, whatever.
Yeah.
So it's about the standard of that particular year, and she's of the standard. She just doesn't believe it yet.
well, because remember, like All Stars 2 was a noticeable step up from All Stars 3 in terms of quality. Like,
Right.
as much as I love it, so All Stars 4 is going to start getting to like, oh look, Acid Betty's back. Like, oh,
Oh
like,
yeah,
Oh, Acid Betty.
like
Yeah.
Max. Oh,
yeah.
Max could,
dreadful.
hopefully he could have grown though and like sorted shit.
but like, it's going to be as it goes on, the talent pool is going to get smaller, and they're literally
Yeah.
just going to be like,
But-
it's not going to be All Stars. It's going to be like, who the fuck's left?
Yeah.
Pork chops here. That'll do.
I think they already know what the drill is like, and I think that conversation is maybe up for
Pork chops
the
is
first
better.
season you're in, but they've already been there. What is this, all this talk? Oh, I don't think I belong here. Come on, step it up.
Well, that's what the interesting thing is. So Aja was shit on her season, and it was a season just before All Stars 3, but she's come so far in such a short space of time.
Yeah.
Whereas Chi-Chi's had an extra year, and she's not
Yeah.
really progressed at all in terms of confidence,
Exactly.
which is a big shame. So
But I think that's it's the big fish, small pond
Yeah.
syndrome. You know, Aja works in New York, and that's a huge scene, and so obviously her drag is going to be elevated by the people she's working with. Whereas Chi-Chi is still in Louisiana, right? So she's done a tour, but then she's gone home, and she's still in a club where there's 5 people watching her. So
Yeah.
that's how.
Like the costumes you wear and like
That makes me
the
so
makeup
sad.
and it's all.
should we go and see her?
Yeah, but she's paying her rent, so
Louisiana.
Is she though?
it's all good. Yeah, she.
Louisiana
Yeah,
glam.
she's- I don't
Oh,
like
come
this
on.
guy.
She's probably doing pretty handsome.
She
Please,
should come
the
over here.
Pocahontas
We'll look
stuff
after
would have
you.
cost more than my fucking gas bill this year.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
come on.
She's doing better than I am.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You should come and see
she's
me.
fine.
Yeah.
She's fine. She just needs to pull her finger out.
Okay. So should we want to lip sync?
Sorry.
It was yeah.
What's
it
the song
was
again? Oh, yeah,
it was a
Lord.
classy lip sync.
It
It
was
was
really
not
good.
Yeah.
particularly exciting, but it was just
Yeah.
well done.
It was
I think-
Ben was overdoing it. Sorry.
Yeah, she tried too hard.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
felt.
And I thought that Kennedy timed it perfectly
Mm.
when the music started to get up tempo. She then did something. What did she do? She
Do a wig.
removed her wig or something.
It's the
And-
drag queen equivalent for standing up on a key change in a song.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And she
Beautiful.
she had listened to it. She knew what she was doing. She wasn't moving too much. It wasn't the song to move a lot. So yeah.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I agree.
The,
It's just
the
all-
dress was stunning.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Absolutely.
Super
And
Yeah.
the reveal of the dress was good as well.
Yeah, she looked
Gorgeous,
beautiful.
dramatic all throughout. And you would
She- yeah.
never, ever, ever think a Kennedy lip sync of a Lord song would be that
Yeah,
dramatic.
very good point. Yeah.
And she just brought it. She really impressed me.
Embodied
Like,
like the song.
yeah.
It's almost
She
the
turned
first
up
time,
this
like,
week. She really
Yeah.
turned up. You're like, oh hey,
Yeah.
hey.
the first time I've
Yeah.
ever seen Ben really get in his head because he was literally before like, oh, I've got to be, I can't be goofy again. I've got to do something different because I've done goofy. It's like just get on with it. Like, just do what you
And
think is best.
then he
And
ended up
lost.
with the face full of hair, which.
But then he couldn't have
Oh,
done.
Oh, that's so
awful.
bad.
He couldn't have done
Yeah.
that funnily because that wasn't a funny song. So I don't know.
Ah,
Just like that.
I guess it serves me right.
Hayden's made a really good point.
Oh, go on.
We were having a
Yeah.
conversation about who's left to do another All Stars, and he's named a load of people that are still around. So
Yeah.
Mm.
We're not quite alike pork chop.
No.
Kennedy reminded me of Latrice lip syncing to Natural Woman. Well, I think Latrice
Yeah.
syncing to Natural Woman is another level, but
Yeah, but then again, it's Natural Woman. That is a classic song. I feel like Latrice elevated a Lord song.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, which has the
Yeah.
line like, he says he loves the beach, you're such a fucking liar or something.
Yeah.
It's just the worst.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Does it really?
Don't go back
No.
to that.
Yeah.
Don't say that.
Ugh.
was Latrice singing Natural Woman when she left? Or
No, she stayed, of course.
No,
she was
she stayed after
pregnant.
that. Yeah.
And she
But then she left
sang
with
to
her-
her baby.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
That's an awesome All Stars lineup though. Pearl, Kim, Chi,
Oh, yeah.
Naomi
Shay.
Small, Shea Coulee,
Trinity.
Peppermint, Trinity, like
Trin-
right there.
Peppermint is the only one I'm not sure on.
Oh no, Peppermint's great.
I thought she gave her best.
I'd
in the
rather have a
season.
Shea
I don't know
Coulee.
what else she could do.
Shea Coulee instead.
Shay's
Oh,
Shay's
Shay's-
robbed.
Yeah,
That's a good
Shay's
shout,
robbed.
Hayden.
yeah, absolutely.
Also,
Definitely Pearl.
yeah, 100%. Have you seen how much her look has changed recently as well? She's like
No.
super hippie chick these days.
Is he still really handsome?
Yeah, super
Yeah.
fit.
That's all Grant cares about.
Ben, also, I really feel like Ben shouldn't have won a Lucky War from season 6. The musical challenges. You reminded me, someone? Yeah, you reminded me.
What?
For lip sync, he wore the same Lucky War for the musical challenge, right? For lip sync.
It was the musical challenge one where he played the one with the eye patch and saying, "If you take a sip of this
Well, even if
fish
it was,
oil."
maybe that was more leopard print actually. But even if
No,
it wasn't,
that
it was
was
super
the
similar.
that was the dress.
Yeah, he always wears the same thing, and it's just.
Yeah.
So why did he bother changing, for example? Like,
To show another dress that she won
exactly.
before.
That's what I mean.
Not
Yeah.
quite sure
It's
there.
lovely,
I
right?
agree with Hayden. Like, I thought Green Light was just a
Awkward
weird
lip
lip
sync
sync.
song,
So it's
yeah, I
not
agree.
fun. Like I said, it doesn't really go anywhere.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, no, that's
It's a good song.
But then
It's just-
Kennedy made it work. Like,
Yeah,
I was actually
exactly.
listening to
That's-
the song and listening to the lyrics.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I agree. It's a challenge as a lip sync. You don't always have to get these great hits to lip sync to.
True. So yeah, we all feel like Kennedy won that lip sync, right?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Agreed.
fully.
Dave especially.
Yeah.
Well, so actually, let's talk about it
Dave
now.
couldn't.
So
Yeah.
it was a couple of
He's
people's.
agreed with everything we've
It was
said.
your first ever episode. That's why I don't need anymore. I'm done. It's your first ever episode, wasn't it? Dave? Jack? What did you think? What's your
Was it?
review?
Oh my
Your
God.
First ever episode.
He was the actual virgin.
Oh,
I like Jeffrey.
yeah.
Me
You
too.
got competition. You got competition.
I
Oi.
like the lady with the crooked teeth.
Yes.
Oh.
Yay,
Good shout.
Kennedy.
But did you enjoy the show generally? We all
Yeah,
gathered
well,
for
I think I'll definitely watch it again.
Yes.
But I think clearly your appreciation grows as you know the characters and their metamorphosis.
That's definitely true.
Yes.
That's definitely true. I think the whole show is ridiculous, and you have to like get into that sort of mindset. That you can't.
Well, David, you've summed it up.
I'm not more
perfectly.
ridiculous than
Yeah,
you look
true.
right now.
If David spoken first, we wouldn't need to be speaking for the last hour.
Yeah,
Exactly.
that's very
Right.
good.
We could have
I
done
feel
that.
surprised.
And that's it.
I'm actually tuning up a
Can we
bit.
eat hot dogs now?
Yes. Was it your first episode? What?
My second.
Second or third? Cool.
My question was like, because a lot of it's really camp humor. Like, does straight men find that funny? Like traditionally, because I kind of laugh at it because there's lots of like references that I recognise and like growing up gay. Like, I find
You
that
grew
shit
up gay?
funny.
Wait,
You're
what?
gay?
I'm so
What are you
sorry.
doing here?
Wait, what?
I'm 36. It's about time. But yeah, and I just wonder that translates. You know, sometimes like some straight men like, why is this funny?
But- My favourite part of the show.
Yeah. Dick jokes are dick jokes.
That's what I mean. Yeah.
Good quote.
Dick jokes
jokes
is
are
dick
dick
jokes.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
to be the title of this whole video.
Yeah. That's the thing. My favorite, like the thing I like most is how ridiculous and over the top it is. Like, it's not necessarily like the references and stuff, apart from references to previous seasons, but it's more just like how over the top and ridiculous it is, and like the drama, and it's all just ridiculous.
I'm thinking like Kennedy's character, like I think me and Paul, I grew up like listening to 90s R&B and recognised that kind of character from so
Yes.
many places.
I
So,
thought you were going to say I grew up in Louisiana.
like really
Yeah.
like one album.
We did, Horatio.
Did you?
I'm from Maidstone.
We've
yeah.
managed to hide our accents.
The ghetto.
Very
Yeah.
ghetto, yeah.
Sorry, the ghetto.
Speaking as a woman, it makes me want to be a better woman.
You want to carry a bottle of vodka
I
somewhere.
want
on
to
your person.
learn things.
And a store shop nonsense. And,
I don't feel
good
womanly
for us.
enough.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Where's your vodka
Yeah.
bottle?
Stash.
Now,
It's
I
in
think we all
the
know.
She can't get it while she's sat down.
You're calling this a party?
I'm just so mesmerized about Grant's look right now. It looks like he just eaten some
I
like,
love this
turkey
bit of his
neck.
head.
Yeah.
Proper.
Weird, like
Triangle.
triangle of nothing.
It's like a mohawk. It's like a mohawk, like
And I really feel
extreme
like
mohawk.
it's bringing out a smile.
You're bringing
Yeah,
a bit of a making a murderer vibe.
There
I'm
we go.
sorry.
I'm just very aware how big my forehead is.
Robert D.
I need a fringe.
You need some bane.
I need a fringe.
Some bane.
Oh, same.
Right.
I agree with
Yeah.
Aiden as well. Like his point about like being
Right.
that first Drag Race episode. I think I started watching it 2 years ago and had 8 series to catch up on. It was
Yeah.
so good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, yeah.
Thank God for
I'm now.
Netflix.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah.
Thank you,
good.
Netflix.
Yeah.
Send us
Well,
free stuff.
Yeah.
Yes,
If you need like a commentary going on through the episodes, give us a shout. Netflix.
Yeah, exactly. That's
We're
it.
here.
We write a synopsis. I think it's that time for us to whip out our charisma, uniqueness, and urban talent.
Yay!
So what we do is we award like
And then
each
we
one of
have hot
those, and then we definitely have hot dogs after that. Then we award one of those to someone from the show. So whoever think you had like who's most charismatic or whatever.
This show or that show?
This show.
The whole
this show,
experience,
this
the
show.
whole
experience.
Us.
The drag experience.
Oh, the dragon show.
And whoever's watching in the chat, they could do the same as well if they fancy it.
Yep.
Cool. So right, let's go through from this way to that way, and from
Oh god.
like
That
this
sounds
way.
fair.
I'll point to people. Okay, who are you going to award your charisma to, Andy? If you remember their names, we can say it.
I don't know any of them on there. I've seen it twice.
Just say
It's just in this episode.
The
Just
one
keep
with
saying
Dan. It's his birthday.
Yay!
Yay!
Dance.
I'm a
let's
secret
see
charisma.
Wednesday.
Well, is it?
Yeah.
It was actually on Friday.
Right, Emma.
What, my charisma?
Yeah, who you giving it to?
Here or there?
Any way you
so
want.
Confused.
Chucking any donation.
It's
You
show,
Checking it
not
out.
us.
Show,
Charisma.
not us.
can do us if you want. If you think someone's really stood out for you.
It was Kennedy for me. I think
Okay, I see that. Yeah, I see that.
that lip sync I loved it.
And the acting, the challenge as
Oh, I
well.
loved it.
Dan.
I'll go Trixie, just because I love her little interjections. I think she's got the measure of people. She's really articulate, and she was very funny and would have been funnier and had more charisma if she'd been allowed to have it.
I'll say go Trixie as well for the same reason.
Cool.
Totally. Okay.
Banana moment. Whatever.
Oh yeah.
Dip creme.
Bend of the
Dip
creme.
Can't beat that.
Okay, fair.
Can't beat
Maybe
that
heat.
smushed
Maybe,
banana.
maybe dry heat.
Yes.
That's what you look for. Sis.
Charisma?
Yep.
I'm gonna say Chi-Chi. She made me love her even
What?
more. I know. I know.
I was
Well, I
thinking Chi-Chi
just-
as well. Yeah.
Oh, yo, you said your
I
charisma.
know. I was meant to be
No
Trixie.
hate,
Shut up,
Horatio.
Horatio. You bitched about her all the way through the show.
Rolling her eyes. No, it was
Huffing away.
I thought it was just very relatable and genuine and
Yeah.
charismatic.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
And I loved whoever the
What's the
judge was like, you
definition of
are
charisma?
worth it, Chi-Chi. And we were like,
Yeah.
yes,
Yes,
you
you
are.
Yeah.
Oh.
She really is.
Paul?
I'm going to go for Trixie as well. Just watching her get out the car on her phone, I was like, you've thought about this and you've got it and you're going to play this character. And that drew me in. And if you've got charisma, I want to watch you.
Yeah,
So
totally.
That's what.
Ratio.
I think perhaps the most charismatic one of the lot is Ben de la
I
Creme.
was gonna say, if you say milk, I'm going to cut you.
All right, bitch.
I was sat here like,
But fair.
No, Ben. Ben for me is the most
Okay.
charismatic of the lot.
Okay, that's fair. I'll leave these guys out then, unless you want.
Oh.
Unless you
Oh.
want to
Why?
add something, because you guys
No,
don't even know who
because-
anyone is.
Flank the group looking handsome.
Yeah, that's it.
That's what we do.
Well,
We're bearded
actually.
men.
Yeah.
We'll go through your guys on the chats picks afterwards. So uniqueness, Manzi.
Uniqueness.
So mine's
Aja maybe with
yeah.
her runway.
Mhm.
I liked that.
Cool.
Ben, because I think he just went to really odd places with his comedy act, like the banana and the catheter comment. It was just all so weird and out there and not what I was expecting. So, yeah,
Okay.
I'll go Ben.
Mine's obviously Aja.
Well,
Alexa, stop.
Alexa, stop bringing the cleaner.
Exactly. What do we do?
Alexa, leave us alone.
Well, to be fair.
Alexa, shut
I'll go
up.
for it.
This whole time, Alexa's been quiet, and now she's.
Now she's
Wait,
like,
what's going on? She's calling
Oh,
anyone.
no, yeah, that's
Alexa, what are you doing? Go on. It's kind of good. It's kind of good. Okay. It's nice.
Aja. For the look.
Cool. Jimmy, Aja.
Aja.
Cool. Okay.
Same.
Cool. Horatio.
Shangela for me, I think she's quite unique.
Okay. Sure. But it was unique. The wig was unique as well. Nerve.
Milk's got a lot of nerve.
Yeah. I'm saying, like Hayden said it as well, like the nerve. Not good nerve, like
No.
what were you doing?
A lot of nerve.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Milk as well.
I'm gonna give it to Jeffrey for not calling me till now.
That is a lot of nerve.
No.
The nerve.
Fair.
I'm gonna go for Kennedy, just for like fully committing to that character.
Yeah, fair.
Like from the moment she stepped out with her nasty teeth.
Okay.
Yeah, Kennedy as well.
Okay. Horatio.
I think Dan, because he was bitching about Chichi all the way, and now he's such a fan.
That's true, actually.
What a nerve!
I love
That's
it.
true. That's true.
Fucking hell!
Yeah.
Horatio had one eye on the TV and
One eye on
the
the
Jesus.
Well, he was on my eye going, and now he's like, oh, he's so genuine. Oh, poor Chichi.
No, you weren't, Dan. No,
No,
you
it was
were
when,
not.
when
Don't
Chi
change
Chi
it
was
now.
getting ready to do the challenge, we were like,
Yeah, no, it was when it was. Yeah, whatever.
Talent.
Heather.
Trixie.
Kennedy.
Talent.
I've already done Aja. Okay, yeah, I'll go Kennedy as well.
Definitely Kennedy.
Kennedy.
I've already said Kennedy, but I'm going to say it again.
No, you've got to choose someone
You've
else.
got to choose someone different.
You
otherwise
go
I'll-
for
Go against
No.
this rules of
He
this.
does what he
Rules of
wants.
I said
CNC.
Kennedy as well then.
Oh, this is too much of mine. Okay,
No.
fine. You can do it just
Well,
as
Well,
well.
in that case, I can say Kennedy because I'd already said it.
Yeah.
I'm saying Kennedy.
I'd
for
give her the
women.
whole.
I think you can take 2 medals in this.
Okay. Okay, Horatio.
I think in this episode in particular,
Mhm.
for his performance in the main challenge,
Yeah.
and also for timing the lip syncing perfectly, it's going to be Kennedy.
Oh, I RuPaul.
Hi, Ru.
Cool. Okay, so any final thoughts on the episode, people?
It was much better than last week's.
Oh yeah,
Much
I agree.
better.
Yeah.
The balance between the challenge and the
It's just looking good.
workroom and the runway and the judging.
Yeah.
I thought last week there was too much. Let's have a chat in the corner. Like literally that lasted 20 minutes.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
too much.
Can I ask who you guys think, as of now, would have a good chance of winning the whole thing?
It's too
Ben.
Ben.
Yeah,
I feel like
Ben.
it kind of has to be Ben.
Yeah,
like,
I'm not okay with
who
that.
else
Neither
would it be?
am I,
Like,
yeah.
But I agree. I think probably
He's won every
Yeah.
challenge, right, so far?
which means that he probably won't win because that's just how reality TV works. They never give it to the one who does the best.
Bob the
No.
drag queen.
I
Apart
think
from yeah,
Yeah.
that was like a one horse race, pretty much.
I think Shangela is a dark horse because
Oh,
The
she
reason-
always, she
the reason
always
why
is.
Shangela was hamstrung this week was because she had to be part of the duo.
Yeah.
And I think if she'd been given a solo character, she would have killed it.
Because she was great in week 1, she was great last week.
Yeah,
She just.
she kills it on the runway every week.
I would love
True.
Shangela to win. I would be more than happy if
Yeah.
Shangela won.
I think a
as
lot of
well.
people would.
And I'd be more than happy if Trixie won. It's quite nice when actually I like.
Oh my god, if Shangela wins, that'll be like,
Actually,
we'll never hear the end of her.
even if Kennedy
Yeah.
won at this point, I'd be like, cool.
Yeah.
Yes,
she
it's quite
deserves it.
difficult. That's why this season is good though, because it's a close race this time.
Yeah.
Which
Last
is the
season was
best
just
of
like
that.
Katya and Alaska, and that's
Exactly.
the ones I cared about.
Sorry, I didn't go through the chats. CUNTs. So we've got Dylan is giving C to Bendler. He's giving U to Shangela, N for Kennedy, and T for Kennedy as well. Okay. Yeah, everyone's giving multiple to Kennedy.
Yeah.
Hayden's going Chris with Ben. Uniqueness Chi Chi for her makeup. Okay, cool. Nerve Milk for having a nerve to constantly overtalk Trixie.
Yeah.
Yeah. And talent Ben for winning 3 out of 3 challenges of the show in the row. Yeah, that's fair. Respect that.
I do have a premonition of Ben
Go on.
maybe doing something bad, like
You love him. You've had a
Snapping.
go at me.
I
Sure,
know,
yeah.
Street.
but I could see him sort of snap or make a wrong turn somewhere.
Well, that's what Rochelle said tonight, right? That she's just waiting for him to drop the bill, or she hopes he doesn't.
Yeah.
I hope he
Yeah.
doesn't because he got screwed over in his series.
Yeah.
Like Darian Wick should never have been in the top. Was it
Oh,
top
of course,
3?
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Top 4. She was
Mm,
terrible.
top 4.
Like Ben went before Darian, and Darian just I don't remember anything she did.
And
Yeah.
the other thing
A
we have
rap.
to remember is, what's
No.
going on with the handmaids.
With what, sorry?
What's going on with the handmaids? Like,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah, I'm
gonna,
excited
that's
to
going to
see.
throw a spanner in the works.
Yeah.
So-
I think
Someone
it'll be
come back.
something related to the Handmaiden show, maybe.
Handmaid's Tale. Yeah.
Handmaid's show.
That's
Handmaid's
him.
Tale.
You love that
That's
show,
the
don't
one.
you? You can't get
I
enough.
have seen it actually. It's very
Just
good.
don't, please don't bring back Milk.
Mm.
And please, I don't want any of the three that have gone so far to come back.
Guys,
I have
Hayden
no
agrees
interest.
with you. I have the same thought about Ben. She's
That's my
too
fault.
kind.
She'll
Yeah.
snap.
Yeah,
I think she'll snap at some point.
she'll snap. Yeah.
I agree with Dylan though. Like I'm still Team Trixie because I love her just generally because of stuff off the show. So I really hope she does start doing better.
Yeah, she's fading
Start
into the
making
back.
Who's that?
But she did have
Trixie.
some shining moments.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. So anyone else got anything to add?
Can we have hot dogs now?
Yeah.
RuPaul,
Anyone-
go
wait.
back to the ponytails. I'm bored with those wigs.
Okay. Let's
Glad
end it
he's
on a
watching this.
Personal message to Ru. Of course he is. He loves it.
I want to
Um,
say that I've never had a sugar daddy.
Yeah.
I wanted
A
one.
sugar
But if you
daddy.
wanted one.
Yeah, you can go get one. Anyone got anything to plug? Anything to plug?
Oh, Heather,
Okay.
yes.
Doing a show with the stunning Samuel Horton next Friday at the Arts Theatre in Leicester Square. So it's a show about love, and the premise is
Everybody say love.
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 Sam's written this wonderful show, and then he's going to ask me some really embarrassing questions on stage, and then I just have to talk.
All about
So
Andy,
it's-
who's right
Oh, he's
there.
right there. So, fingers crossed there's still a wedding this year. We don't know. Come and find out.
drama.
Watch
Yeah.
a relationship dissolve on stage.
Lovely.
That's the tagline.
I pay good money for that. Yeah.
Yeah, you got a group of 5 or more, it's £10. Oh,
Oh,
dream.
beautiful.
How about each, not £2 each?
Not for the whole group, no,
Yeah.
because we're poor. So.
I'll put links to everyone's like social media in the description if they want. So if you want to stalk anyone, milk style, go ahead. Go ahead. Exactly. I love it. I'm up for it. I'm desperate.
I am desperate. Can you put my number down here?
Yeah.
Exactly. Flash it on the
Scroll
screen.
it.
Exactly. Constantly the whole time. Well, it's tickets. Cool. Okay, that's it, everyone. Thanks for joining us. Join us
Happy
next
birthday,
week.
Dan!
Oh,
Happy
Yeah.
birthday, Dad!
also, I think we did this for the final. I can't press stop. This is so awkward. It's so
Oh,
weird.
so
Let's try this for the final as well. You guys are all invited for the final if you want to do this again.
Yeah.
So yeah. Okay, see you later, everyone. Bye. Love